I like when obviously I'm bringing up the stream and I'm waiting for it just to come on. It's like, oh, do you want to catch up with Tales of Graces?
No, no, you don't.
Like,
no, you don't.
Yeah, it's like there's not many things I would turn down for you just as a matter of course. And Tales of Graces, no. You know what? You're my sister, and I love you, but I don't love you that much.
Terrible game. I hope we've been pretty entertaining at this terrible game. We yell at it a lot.
Well, there's a lot to yell at, isn't there?
There's so much.
It makes it
yell
easy.
at. So much. I didn't super hate it before we started streaming. I always thought, it wasn't very good. Like, battle system good, story bad, but I didn't hate it. But my god, playing through it 9 years later, it's bad. It's really bad. One of its thesis statements seems to be, if family members abuse you, they must have had a good reason.
Oof.
Oh.
That sure is an oof right there.
Right. Appalling. Anyway, we'll get more of that tomorrow. We're gonna play a good game today. Anyway, last week you missed Pete. We finally had Pete's story.
We finally had Pete's story, and I missed it.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, we finally found out that he is a cat, a pet cat that was walled in with the vacuum tube computer many years ago and died and became a Digimon.
You see, now that you say that out loud, I'm quite glad I missed it.
It's very sad.
Yeah.
But you do reunite him with the ghost of his dead owner, so...
Well, I guess that's a happy ending?
It's a happy-ish ending.
It's still a dead cat.
It's really funny because you do the quest beforehand with the occult members and you find out that all the occult happenings are just this old man with a cane and oops whoops, the old man is a ghost.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we have established long ago that ghosts are real in this universe.
Ghosts are real. The game is like, you thought we pulled a twist on you where it wasn't a ghost, but it turns out it was a ghost.
It's always a ghost.
Always
except
a ghost.
For the Digimon. And then there's usually a ghost as well.
A ghost and a Digimon, why not? No, so this game is good. This game is great. Tales of Graces sucks. This game's great. Helpful to actually control the game is having the controller. So yeah, we also got to chapter 18 where our protagonist is kind of fell into Crusadermon's trap, and has sort of fallen into the void. So we're currently playing as Nokia.
A far better protagonist, really.
It's true. Our girls are coming to rescue us. Our precious girlfriends. We do still have our Digimon, so you probably didn't see like some of these. My son has finally become his true form.
He's finally become the son we always wished he could be. A son we could truly, truly be proud of.
It's true. And then...
I still don't know what the hell a Banco is, but you know what? I'm just happy for him.
It's fine. Mr. Slithers is back, is Megadramon currently.
Which is always a good lad. I see we got a Grand Coagamon, which
yes,
is excellent.
and Noble went down to Cherrymon and then up to Grand Coagamon. He was very good. They'll have Cacturcue. Esme's now an egg.
Esme, what the hell happened?
She's now egg.
But she had like a giant Skull Greymon sword last I saw
She
her.
did, but now she egg.
Now she egg.
And,
oh, Borger. Looking good, buddy.
Borger's looking truly excellent.
I'm very happy for Borger.
King Atamon is a design. Yep.
Like he's not even like anything other than Borger. He's just Borger.
He's just Borger. He's not even a cheesy Borger. He's just Borg.
Yes, we're in. Colin stuck around too.
It's true. So we're in pre-Eden, which is Kowloon level 1, but without its new fancy makeover. I really like the way this place looks. I stopped right here because it was like 4 o'clock and it was like, okay, we've got seats there.
Oh.
Oh, it's us. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, we're a small child now.
Goggles is only slightly less expressive than before.
It's true.
She did lose her great t-shirt though.
Oh yeah, that's a shame. Nokia's like, I put her in that shirt, get back here! It's true, I just wanted to stay as Nokia for the week. Yes, we're having reminiscence about the time we were these ghost children we've been seeing.
I did like that Nokia described us as her prey.
Oh, absolutely. I don't know, I like holes in space and time. They seem really cool, actually.
Look, I've been playing this game a lot. Glowy things are items. We have to touch those. Come on.
Yeah, you're correct. Yes, it's true. Yes, unfortunately, we were the 5 kids that, kind of caused everything to happen. We were told this by a few people that 5 children that were, like, the test subjects for Eden kind of ripped a hole in sort of reality. Oops, whoops, that was us. Oh yeah, look at that hole!
This is what happens when you just keep picking at something. You're gonna make it bigger.
Child? Oh, we're finally naming the child. Okay, we were like child until they actually say their names. Now he's a Rata. There you go.
I do like that even at a young age, Goggles' naming was on point.
Absolutely. Child? Child?
Even before she had Goggles, she was still Goggles.
I think it is neat that these were clearly like the avatars that were in pre-Eden, like all white and stuff.
It makes sense as well for a beta thing.
Yeah. Oh, kind voice, hello. Brother? Ah yes, and they had all their memories forcibly erased. They don't remember any of this.
Which is also a thing that happens in this universe.
My brother?
Yuko. やっと会えたね。
お兄ちゃん。本当にお兄ちゃんだ。
本当かどうかは自分でも
You
よく
do
わ
seem
か
a
んない。
bit ghostly, dude.
Yeah, I don't know if this square is
幻
sort
のようなものだ
of fading up into existence. I don't know if that's healthy.
I don't think it's a good look for you,
イー
buddy.
ターが生み出す
You should probably go see a doctor.
Yeah, whoops, we kinda were the ones responsible for destroying the digital world. We're,
8年前
sorry?
データテストに参加した僕はイーターと遭遇し
I mean, we also let some kicking around cuttlefish into the place, so you know.
True, right? They are
肉体に
very
戻れなくな
good.
ってしまった
Yeah. Kind of more advanced, like people ones. They
僕
suck.
の
But
精神データは
cuttlefish,
消
my
滅した
God.
わけじゃないイーターに囚われたままある場所にとどまってい
Yeah,
る
he got chowed down, which is why he became the first coma
そ
victim.
こに行けばお兄ちゃんを助けられるの？
詳しくは言えない
I'm in the belly of an eater,
危
honey.
険な目に遭わせたくないから
You don't want to go where I
デ
am.
ジタル
It
ワール
is
ド
the
のある場所
void.
とだけ伝えておくよ
Oh, he's in the trash heap in the digital world. King Sukumon's there with
デ
him.
ジタルワールド？
Oh man.
そ
Does that
の
mean
場所
he's
から
gonna
僕
become a
は
Sukumon too?
Yeah, it sucks,
君
man.
たちを見守っていた時には姿を見せたこともあったはずだそれこそ
We did see the white
幻の
boy,
よ
the
うな
ghost.
姿を
それって噂の白い少年の
Oh wow, they're
夢
finally catching on. I think we realized this a long time ago.
あれは
Nokia, that was the
僕の
first
記憶の断片を
episode.
イーターがデジタイズしたものだ正体が幽霊じゃなくて安心したかい
別に
Can't fool me, game.
幽霊
I
なん
know
て
you're
怖
always
くはあり
ghost.
ませんけど
The game has taught us that ghosts are real.
Yeah.
Nokia's like, I ain't scared of ghosts anymore. This game has taught me they're all real and they're fine.
イーターの
Except the
出
ones
現
that
場
try to murder
所で
people
白い
on
少年が
at the
目
Shibuya
撃されるって
crossing.
いうのは
Oh, it's fine.
That one
僕
was
とイ
an
ーター
asshole.
は
Yeah, she was.
同一の存在なんだ。
Oh
イ
no.
ーターとは子にして善。
I looked at the eater and the eater looked at me.
すべてのイーターはあらゆる記憶。
The eaters are a hive mind, which does that bode well for Arata?
I mean, I think he'd be happier as part of
そのネットワーク
Legion,
の一部なんだ
honestly.
よ。
He does seem that way.
だ
Yeah.
からイーターがいるところには僕もいる。逆に言え
Interesting,
ば
this is a concept that Digimon's returned to a few times now.
僕は存在できない。
There's a D-Reaper and Tamers, and I think
Yeah.
there's a couple other times.
優子、
Yeah, I think Next Order has like a bunch of this sort of stuff in it.
Yeah.
この光の先に
I
あ
mean,
る
it's a
の
good
は
concept. It's just
Yeah.
interesting.
Digital world.
It's well they've
そこ
well
で待つ
tapped
の
at
は
this point.
失われた過去。真実を知るのはとても
Well, that's what, you know, good sci-fi
勇気
does.
が必要だ。
Hmm. I mean, it's a concept that makes sense of kind of like digital world, the whole thing of like junk data and accumulation
パパや
and
お兄ちゃんに
cleaning and like loss of like I guess sort of like loss of memories and moments because you can't retain everything. And then even just like corruption from data too.
Well, it's like, I mean, the human brain is essentially a computer that like has data and junk data and things you remember and things that you don't. Nokia. Nokia, down girl, down girl.
何を
We're having a serious discussion about sci-fi and themes here. And you're just like
She's continuing to be a bisexual disaster, and I love her so much.
そうか。
I guess she's bringing us back to what the game's actually about. So fair play.
心の準備がで
100%
きたなら
polycule.
光の中へ進むといい。
But girl hot, yeah.
気をつけるんだよ。さっきも言ったけど、僕がいるところにはイーターがいる。
Yeah.
I mean, they're not here right now.
They're nearby.
次は
The cuttlefish are just like, now you're having a moment.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let's
The
let them talk
cuttlefish
for a
are
bit.
very polite about waiting for their moments, you know.
Yeah. We always come in at the exact
私も
right
一緒だ
time.
からねもちろんみんな一緒きっと
Yeah, well, Arata might be taking a rain check on that.
I mean, we can't get rid of the bugger most times.
It seems like he got his memories of what happened, and I guess they traumatized him a little
皆さん
bit.
私の友達ですから
Yeah. He's just not as well adjusted as the rest of us are.
No. He's not in the polycule.
Yep. And we wouldn't let him be in it either, so
It's true.
no losers allowed.
This ain't no sausage fest.
Absolutely not.
行く
Alright, into the hole!
はいノキアさん
彼女たちの反応までも
Uh-oh.
ロストしたか。
Oh, good. Here's a character I want to spend time with.
Whether you want to or not, here she is.
終わりを
Kind
告
of a
げる
long
時だ。
blank.
What does that even mean?
I mean, who knows what she means ever.
At least that was short.
Don't worry, she'll be back.
I mean, 2 sentences is about the best we've ever had from her.
Man, you know what? If I was a kid exploring like a digital world and there was a hole that took me into like a tropical jungle, I would be in.
デジタル
You,
ワ
you,
ール
you
ド
kind of think like, okay, this is way better than where I just was. This must be the real
Right?
thing.
This is fucking awesome.
Yeah, a
ノ
playground
キア
is
さん
just
あれは
rubbish.
Lads! It's the lads! Oh, the boys!
えへん私ノキアだよ君たち
She has been teaching these lads terrible things for a very long time. But yes, they were friends from the beginning. They had amnesia and they kind of forgot. But I remember they talked about familiar scent when they met her, and it's because the lads met her already.
俺は
When they were even more baby than they are now.
These children don't have faces because they are in Eden's beta test, and these are clearly like the model avatars that they had
アグモン
before they just like
ガブモン
looked like people. Like the real people. These are like placeholder avatars, which is cute, I think.
Bear in mind, they do not have faces, but they do have a scent.
It's true. I mean, Digimon, an idea of a scent in the digital world's a bit weird anyway.
I think it's just funny. I know it's like data and how the Digimon interpret it and stuff. I just think it's funnier that Eden programmed smell-o-vision in there.
They're like, right, we've got to get the smells down first, then we can do faces.
You can just imagine some Eden developer is literally like, why are we focusing on this? But he's got it at the top of his board, and he's like, this is what matters to me. I've got to get this feature in.
See, it's much like pretty much every Digimon franchise. You have the Digidestined who have their partners. And so they all met their partners as wee babies. And so you can see the baby forms of the Digimon they ended up with.
There's the obvious one there being the little Caramon one.
Yeah.
Or Arata, but that's Pabamon and Botamon.
Yeah, Teeny tiny babies. I mean, Botamon's cute. I'm not sure about that one on the right.
Yeah.
I think Arata has weird taste.
You take that one. The rest of us, you know, we don't want them.
How come Nokia gets two?
You're bigger ones as well.
Right?
That's not fair.
Hey Nokia. How come you get two Digimon? Oh, the babies. Oh, I love them so much. Yeah, you did? Yeah, Nokia is the protagonist, it's true.
Yeah.
And it's funny because, of course, in Next Order, you get two Digimon, and you kind of canonically start with, like, it's actually War Greymon and Metal Garurumon, and then they die and you get new babies, whichever you want. But basically, yeah, you're Nokia, you start with an Agumon and a Gabumon.
Yeah, she's playing Next Order, and you're stuck with Digimon World on the PS1.
It's true. It was fun.
We get a bit later, she's got Metal Garurumon and War Greymon getting everyone else as Numamon.
Yeah. That's
That's how it goes, isn't it?
It's how it goes. Uh-oh.
That's a weird translation there.
Oh, things are happening. Oh, it's the cuttlefish.
He's making his big entrance.
Oh, the lad.
Hey guys, what's going on?
I hear you're having an adventure without me. How could you?
It's cool, guys. I know, you know. I just want to see how everyone's going.
I mean, it's kind of difficult. It's in between you and the exit. Go get the lads. The lads will protect you.
I don't know. You see how well those lads did last time.
I mean, they're good boys, though.
They are good boys, but I'm happy on sacrificing good boys. Damn, brave kid.
He is a brave kid. I'm gonna lose my memories, and then I won't remember to do that.
And then, I don't know, become evil when I remember? I don't know how that's helping them, but okay. Nope, sorry, your brother got eaten. I mean, he's kind of trapped by the cuttlefish. No.
And no.
Oh, that was a really bad sound effect. That was really not nice.
I mean, what he just did was not nice. Oh.
That was a proper crunch.
Mm,
Of like a
yep.
10-year-old boy.
Did I ever mention this game does not hold its fucking punches?
No, this is Shin Megami Tensei after all.
It sure is.
無理だ。もう間に合わない。諦めろ、もう無理だ。俺たちまでやられちまう。うるせえ。逃げるんだ。逃げるしかないんだよ。
Oh.
お兄ちゃん、お兄ちゃん。これが私たちの忘れていた。
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot for an 8, 9-year-old to process.
本当にあったこと。あいつもこのことを思い出している
Yeah,
んだ
right. I
とし
just
か。
kind of remember that he left his friend to die.
腹った。
Oh boy, Penfold, you came in at a very heavy moment. Oh dear.
It's been an interesting 20 minutes so far.
ここは電脳空間だ。現
Here he
実
is
じゃないんだ。
rationalizing.
だからユーゴはリアルのユーゴはきっと無事だ。俺はみんなを守ったんだ。こうするしかなかったんだ。こうするしか。
Alright, now you got one kid in a coma and 4 very traumatized children on your hands.
私たちをかばって
So overall, this beta test is pretty successful.
忘れていた。
So 80% success rate?
何も
Yeah, you know, you can live with that. You can work on that.
Well, they didn't block it out. They went through the memory machine, the memory hole machine.
私たちの世界からやってきた。
I like to think about like the survey to feedback on this. It's like, okay, how was the login process? Okay, did you find the login button easily? Okay, and once you're logged in, the whole in reality, I see.
And you
what about
kind of caused the catastrophic destruction of an entire world, you say? Well,
Okay.
win some, lose some.
Okay, can I ask a question? What about the smell-o-vision? Did that work okay?
Well, that worked good.
Oh, thank God. That's what really matters.
If that worked, you have to say you liked it, you know?
Yeah. Please sign here to waive all your rights away.
So yeah, their memory was sealed away rather than them, like, just forgetting via trauma. And Crusader Mod is like, you fucking asshole children.
Now you remember, I'm gonna beat you up.
Yeah, it didn't mean anything when you didn't remember. They were 9, Crusader Mon! Jesus, were you smart when you were in training? No. Shut your face.
Crusader Mon's not smart now, so...
It's true. I mean, she's pretty smart. She has trapped us pretty effectively. We're in the void, and they're
not
here.
smart, though.
Oh no, the cuttlefish are here.
I told you, they make their entrance at exactly the right time, every time.
It's true.
絶望しろ。罪をあがない。
この感じ、お姉さんゾクゾクしちゃうわ。
It's going well.
It's going really well.
Oh yeah.
未来を選ぶ。
Oh, good. More
確
cute.
かな可能性を
Yes, she's great
私は
though.
信じよう。
She's got her car. That's a badass car right there. And she just drove it into a warp hole.
That doesn't seem well advised, really.
Damn it, Brad Mave's not here. Well done, Brad Maves, and once again, getting it right.
It was a while back you said that too.
Yeah, it was. It was like ages ago. It's like, fuck. He got it right again.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What happened to our T-shirt?
Well, I guess they just put us back in standard gear right here.
Oh man, 0 out of 10.
I know. I should be wearing the I Love Digimon shirt.
Where's Sluggard when you need it?
Hello. The teacher went back to her restore point.
私たちを守ってくれるの？
私の邪魔をしようというのか。何者かは知らんがそこをどけ。そいつらを振り潰す。即座にデリートしろ。その人間どもは我々のデジタルワールドを崩壊させた。
They were children.
I don't know what the age of responsibility is in the digital world, but apparently it's very young.
Apparently extremely young, but I guess they come out as babies with the ability to talk, so...
By the time we get the rookie, you know, you can prosecute them for anything, really.
Yeah. Kyoko is Digimon.
A mysterious one.
Yep. Well, a Digimon that, like, merged with Kyoko. Just like Crusadermon merged with Miss Ray. It's Coffeemon, yeah. She didn't mention yet she merged with her car. Came with Digimon.
It's like that question, it's just like, oh, do they deserve to be, you know, eliminated? And Crusadermon's just like, fucking yes, idiot.
Yes, obviously. I mean, the one I merged with was a fucking evil person.
You let 5 children in, and then, what do you know? Cuttlefish everywhere.
It's true, everywhere. But yes, our boss was a Digimon all along.
It does explain why she talked like a Wikipedia page.
I think it's sort of heavily implied that Kyoko was just like that. Like, because Crusadermon took on a lot of personality traits of her host. I think Kyoko was just like that. She just talked a lot and she made bad coffee, and so this Digimon here kind of just became like that too.
Yeah, it does make sense.
Yeah. He's extremely wordy still.
God,
It's really funny because it is like Brian Range like Kyoko's Digimon because she's so weird. It's like, no, actually, the Digimon became weird because Kyoko was just weird. Inhumanized. They're mad.
We've got the theme tune, like, kicking in. The music's
very
going
good.
really hard. And this is just like, stop talking and fight already.
No, we're having some philosophical debate here.
Nokia, please just cut in already.
Someone merged with a human and really wanted to kill all humans even more, and one merged with a human is like, actually, they're pretty good. And it's just like, wow, lady, you've gone a bit over the deep end.
Even for you, this is a bit crazy.
I mean, look at them. They're clearly a royal knight.
Yeah.
This is a royal knight looking motherfucking Digimon, you know?
Do you see the size of those shoulder pauldrons?
Right.
They're literally like the entire top half of the
I
torso.
know, it's so good. We will hopefully get Kyoko's real name so I can actually say it soon, but...
Oh man, Fire Emblem dreams of having pauldrons this big.
Right. Digimon did it first. Of course, we don't know that this is Kyoko either. Goggles is standing there being like, who the fuck is this Digimon right here? And how does it know our names?
You're not my boss.
You're not
Wait
my
a
boss! It's like, oh shit, yes,
Wait a
he
minute.
is.
Only Kyoko could be this wordy, unless you're actually Suedo in disguise.
No, Suedo is wordy, but also in a dickish way.
Right, yeah, Kyoko's just annoying.
There she goes. Would it help if I gave you coffee?
Oh god, let's fight her instead.
I like how she knows that this is how we would know who she is. Yeah, that's Kyoko. Alright, I gotta get my... Yeah, we don't actually have the Digivice in our hair right now. I forgot we actually modeled that.
Yeah.
Yes! I got the shirt! Yes!
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 The shirt comes with it.
And that's why the shirt changed, because it was a new model. It was the model without the goggles and the hair, so it just...
You know...
Yeah, it was a whole separate model.
Just when I think this game has run out of ways to delight me, it does something like that.
I know,
and I'm so happy.
Nokia brought the shirt and just threw it on us at the same time, just whooped her. I brought the shirt for my girlfriend for when I saved her. My shirt. Oh, this game is good.
This is a good game.
This is a good game. Alright, so I brought all my vaccines, so I did actually prepare properly for this fight.
Yeah, we
Rather
are
than
well
the...
set up for it.
Oh, was the Examon fight last time? Because I think you weren't here. I think last week I had the second fight with Examon with Arata, and I was not at all prepared for it. I went horribly. I had like no virus megas, and he's of course a data.
Ah, yeah.
It was a big problem. I came fully prepared this time.
You gotta come prepared for this fight.
Yeah. Alright, here we go. Yeah, this music comes as a big boss fight. Oh god, that's a hand! That's a giant hand back there.
Yeah, it's like the other hands we had earlier for the
I don't think
no-
did Alpha One even get like an attack in there? I think one.
there was one. There was one blade of the Dragon King.
Digimon called Kyoko.
Goggles, that is not how Digimon names work.
It is like when I think of this game versus like Tales of Graces, the thing that gets me is there's so much care put into this game. I know the translation is not the best, but there's a lot of little things that I think they've done really well, and I love the little name jokes and stuff. And Graces has like none of that. You can tell like they just didn't give a shit about anything in Graces. In this game, there's just lots of really nice little touches that I really enjoy.
And certainly, like, there are the occasional ones. I mean, even pointed out one earlier where there was like a line. I'm like, oh, that's really clumsy. But they do, like, where it matters, they get it right.
Yeah. Alright. Kyoko's like, yeah, absolutely. Revenge? Yeah, good. Yeah, absolutely. You deserve that.
Revenge, fucking down for that.
I quite like that. Most games would be like, no, you can't take revenge. It will poison you. But here, Kyoko's just like, no, absolutely. Yeah, like, she killed your dad. You deserve to have the final blow. Yeah.
I mean, some people just need to be shanked, so, you know, you go, girl.
It's true.
Crusader is one of those people that would have like a rose on at all times. Like, you know, just always on hand, like put it in their teeth.
Yep, absolutely. Because you think Crusader is a pretty interesting villain, because it...
Oh yeah, there's
like,
the rose
especially
there.
with Miss Rhea, like... The line between, like, Crusadermon and Miss Ray is, like, so like blurred very intentionally. Like even Crusadermon doesn't really know like how much of her disdain for humans comes from melding with like, a really shitty one. And you're like, was Miss Ray this bad before she had a Digimon and hated all people in her? It's interesting.
I guess it's like, it's that connection, isn't it, with the digital world and the human world meeting, and
Yeah.
the potential for how good that is in a relationship, also the potential for the corruption that they can bring to each other. Suidomon was probably a pretty shitty person before this.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Even
Oh yeah.
before Ray combined with them, but just the two of them when two bad things just potentiating each other and making each other so much worse.
Like, I love that laugh where it's Miss Ray like talks and then laughs, and then Crusadermon laughs. It really is like the line between the two of them is a complete mess. And yeah, it's pretty interesting. I like games that do interesting things with its villains.
Yeah, no. It's a nice, sort of quite subtle touch as well.
There's definitely some very good VA work. Wow, you took a bullet for me, Galmon. Thanks.
Gaimon, you go. Let us get the revenge for you. Yeah, you just stay back there where it's safe.
Take a punch for me.
なりましたね
Off he walks. Bye. Bye, my son. You're so cool now.
You're so cool now, my son. I mean, you know, you gotta get a little more self-assured. You don't need to be like, you know, showing off all the time. But you know what? It's fine.
There you go. Oh, so much to learn.
Oh yeah, also egg leveled up.
Egg. Good egg. There's lots of different like types of villains in this game as well.
貴様ほどのデジモンが我らに敵対する
And each with like clear motivations, but like Crusadermon's motivation is hella muddled, but it like intentionally so. Like she doesn't fully understand like all of her motivations, but like there's a big overriding the humans destroyed our world in there. Like you can understand like why she's
私は人間と共にいる
so angry.
Yeah, it's one of the things this game does, and in fact, there's quite a few games do this where you have different villains with different motivations. So you can build to things that actually work as like climaxes for each of them, and then kind of like their points of view lead to like the final confrontation, which makes a lot more sense. Like with the bigger themes. So obviously, Crusadermon's kind of just a bit part in this, really, despite being kind of our personal antagonist for the vast majority of this game.
Yep. Oh, so yes, you didn't miss it. The reveal just happened. Our boss just came out as a Digimon. And yeah, Brand Mage was correct. Kyoko is a Digimon. But yeah, absolutely. Like, I do like how Miss Ray and Pseudo were two villains with two different motivations, but they work together to serve their own ends. And Pseudo is now off doing his thing, and we're sort of wrapping up our sort of personal villain stuff here.
Plus, to say we've got Leopardmon here, who's obviously the man behind the man.
Yeah. So yeah, she's here to deal with us while he's off to do their ultimate plan.
Typical boss, really.
Yep.
人間との融合は私には悪影響のみ与えたようだ
Oh yeah, she's right. She merged with a human and it only made things so much worse.
貴様と私一体何が
さようならロードナイトいえリエさん
Both, actually.
今度こそ本当にお別れみたいねサ 寂しくても泣いちゃダメよ。私あなたのバカみたいな職業ないからでした。
I mean, it's a very stupid way to talk.
キャラ作りっていうかバカ作り見苦しいし
Oh, this whole
正
scene
直
is
痛々しいですから。
There's so many very excellent scenes and stories in this game.
Yuko just like, even to the end, just like, fuck you, asshole.
Yep.
Love it. You know what? No, in a weird way, I'm gonna miss you. There were some good times too. It's like, no, fuck you and your stupid dog.
And the story's like, yeah, I fucking hated you too.
Feeling is fucking mutual, asshole.
ジメジメしてて凍った感じ。ヘド打ち抜きそう。
There are not many games that will follow through with their thesis statement of revenge is fine, actually, you know. This game is one of them. You normally, when they get revenge, they're like, you know, you killed my father, you had to die, but, you know, it's so sad. It's like, no, Yuka's like, no, you fucking sucked and I hated you. And she's like, yeah, I fucking hated you too. Yeah, I hated your shit too. I was mean to you the entire time because I hated you, and off I die now.
It's that thing of like, you know, when you seek revenge, you need to dig 2 graves. And this
Yeah.
game's just like, no, just dig a really fucking deep grave so you can like put them even deeper into the ground.
Yeah.
And then like laugh as you do it.
Yep.
Don't waste your time digging another grave. Pointless. Get revenge properly.
Yeah,
Jeez.
you just gotta do your revenge right.
Yeah.
Are you ever gonna tell us your Digimon name so I can say it out loud?
I think you actually did earlier
I
on.
probably did. It's really hard not to, like, because I know it, you know?
To be fair, we've dropped it a few times in earlier streams.
Yes, we have indeed talked about this Digimon before. I just want to hear it so I can actually talk about it.
Yeah.
I was right to cut the stream off last time because this is taking like 45 minutes. I was like, well, maybe I can go along. Yeah, I've said it. It's really hard not to. It's like those times when I accidentally spoil like other names. It's really hard to refer to someone by not their name, you know?
Yeah, it's not like the name's like a massive spoiler.
No, I mean, if you know your Digimon, you already know who this is.
Yeah, exactly.
Take the wasabi out! No, that makes the coffee!
そこですか、ノキアさん。
Yeah, the name of the cake is a lie, you know?
Named her Bruce Willis as a ghost, yeah.
This game is so good, guys. Like, it gets wordy at times, as all, like, JRPGs do, but, like, there are just some really, really good moments in it. And I feel like it follows through with its themes, and it isn't afraid to shy away from, like, darker topics and actually, like, talk about them. Like, a lot of the games, like, I like Tales of Vesperia. That game bottles it. That game starts with it is actually, like, Yuri's actually good for killing these awful monstrous people, but then sort of veers off at the end, because it's not quite willing to be like, yeah, killing these people was good, so it just moves off. But this game is like, no, she sucked and deserved to die. Revenge is good, actually. Yeah, the translation is interesting quite, but then also, they didn't have much of a budget for, like, localization. This was the first Digimon game in a very long time to come out in English at all. They had no budget for this.
人間が生み出した電脳世界にあることを突き止めたんだ。
I think the thing with this game as well is like
時を同
you
じくして
expect kind of like a Digimon game to be kind of like, oh, I'm playing Digimon again. I'm like, oh, this is fun, and then you're like, you know, it's got something to it. I'm thinking like Digimon World 2003, which is a terrible game, genuinely atrocious game, but there's something to it that you're like, no, there's something about this game, but this is actually just good.
Yeah.
Like it's actually just a good game, and that's kind of like the biggest surprise of all, really. They could have phoned it in and done even less, but they did a really good job.
そうだ。そしてその折、内
Yeah,
部
it's
告
talking
発者か
about
ら
like
接触があり、密会し
real
たいと
Kyoko
申
is
し
a
出
bit
る
of a misnomer because she's still the real Kyoko, just like Crusadermon was still the real Miss Rie.
彼女は
But
応じ
I guess past
指定された電
Kyoko
脳
is
空間に
more
入れる
accurate.
関心を
So
持
yeah,
る
she was sent to investigate Eden, and she kind of got eaten, huh? Oops.
That'll happen,
And it does happen.
you know. Oh, wow, going to meet her then.
しかし
Yeah.
それは岸辺理恵があつらえた罠だったのだ
Wait, so if this game
上
had
白
like
の実験を握る
more of a
という野
budget,
心
I
に燃え
think
てい
it
た
would
彼女は
be even better. Just like
上白
a
悟こ
tighter
そ不
translation.
正の張本人
I still think they did a
だった
really good job, to be
その
honest,
証
like,
拠まで
considering the lack of
巧妙
budget
に
and
捏
just
造
how
してい
much
た
text is in this
政
game.
治家への献金
I mean, it's
ユーザー
amazing
個
they
人
even
情報の
like
売買
went to localize
果て
it
は
because
自
of
分との不
like
倫
this
など
was
という
originally a Vita
マ
game.
スコミが飛びつきそうなネタ
So
も
I
盛り
think
込みつつね
I think the PS4 release came out at the same time.
Yes.
Like they localized both of them, and that's kind of like when the
岸辺理
opportunity
恵の
came.
罠よりも
But if it
一
stayed
度
on the
大
Vita,
掛か
there's
りな
no
罠
way
が
this would have got
ある
localized.
No,
Because by
God, no.
that point,
仕掛けら
the
れていた
Vita anywhere but Japan was truly dead.
Nope. No, no,
but
so yeah, they kind of got nommed at the same time.
そして呉見京子はイーターに食われ岸辺理恵ともどもエデン症候群になってしまったあれがスウェード明美の罠だったと確信したのは彼がイーター
And it turns out Sudo's a real fucking asshole.
尊敬の念を抱く上白悟を岸辺の野心から守るためにああいった手段に出たのかもしれない
Sudo is also a very interesting character, which we'll get into a bit more
スウェードが父を
in the next couple of chapters.
I
But
think
yeah,
this was
Sudo
the first
actually,
time-
we did ask him if he was responsible, and he was like, "No, I actually really liked your dad. I really thought his vision of Eden was incredible."
イーターに
Right, I
侵
couldn't
食され
remember
発
if
生
he'd
してい
mentioned
た
that,
次
or
元を
if I
隔
just
てる
stopped
壁の
listening
隙
to
間か
him.
ら
Yeah,
It's really boring.
he actually did mention that last time we met him when we played bodyguard for him, because Yuko was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
if you
yeah.
killed my dad, I'm gonna fuck you up." And he was like, "No, I wouldn't have killed your dad. Your dad was an amazing scientist and made Eden, and I really respected that." So yeah, him being like, "I sent the eaters after Rie because she was gonna kill your dad," is absolutely in character with him.
何分隙間が
And
小さ
then
く
him
て
working with her later for his own ends is also still in character because he's just that kind of dick.
データ質量を一度幼年期デジモンレベルまで縮小
It's
しなければな
very
らない
okay. It's very easy to stop listening to him when he's on camera.
Oh yeah.
He
その
talks a
ままの
lot
状
of
態
shit.
ではまともな活動は見込めない
He's very well
あなた
done
の
for
よりし
talking a
ろ
lot
を
of
必要と
shit.
していたのだ
I mean, at this point, even with like Kyoko
So
actually
for the
explaining
outcome,
important plot things, I'm
精
still
神
like
データを
phasing
失
it
っ
out
た
because I'm so
呉見
used to
京
it.
子の肉体だ
You've played this game a couple of times, you know.
This is true, and it was boring the first
精神
time
データの
too.
代わりとして入り込めば
So
宿主の
yes,
肉体を
they got
意
eaten
の
by
ままにできる
eaters, and then
Watashi wa
Crusadermon and
kizuita.
Alphamon. God damn it, I said it. Shit, sorry. I can't not though because a random Digimon. Yeah, fuck it. It's I've given up. It's Alphamon. Alphamon came along and
そ
found
れによりこ
Kyoko
の
and
現実世
Tsubo.
界での行動が可能になった
I
わけ
think we're pretty close to the reveal.
I think it's about to come up. It's too hard. I've been trying to do it for like
もちろん
half an hour. It's too much.
So, yeah,
so
we-
Alphamon wasn't a thing until after. Alphamon was created after Omegamon was. In the very long Digimon
人間の
timeline
有
of
機的
shows
構
and
造は
stuff.
複雑だ
Mm.
肉体と同調するに
Yeah,
は
so
ある
when
程度宿主の記憶
Omegamon was
同化させる
localized to Omnimon because of the combination of Wargreymon and Metal Garurumon. Omegamon was the original, so when they did this whole thing with the Royal Knights, I think it's like the X antibody, something like that, and then Alphamon came from that,
Mhm.
And so did King Drasil, I think, came out of that as well.
Yes.
So yeah, Alphamon's a relatively recent development.
Yeah, Alphamon
It's-
wasn't just made for this game. Alphamon was before this game, but
Yeah.
was way after Omegamon, who was in the movie.
今となってみれば
So yeah, because of course they kept the name Omegamon in Japanese, they just changed it to
運命に
Omnimon
定
for
められてい
English
たと思える
before Alphamon was a thing.
So it's like a Mr. Mime situation
Yes.
in Pokemon. Like, named Mr. Mime, and then it kind of went because, you know, they didn't have gender or sex for the original Pokemon, and then they add it, and it's just a bit strange.
京子は私となった
Yeah, she's talking about how they're kind of one and the same, and Crusadermon and Rie are also kind of one and the same.
ロードナイトモンも同様にして人間世界に降り立ち岸辺リエの
Find some
肉体
convenient
と同
bodies
化
to
したのだ
steal.
ろう君たちからすれば私もロードナイトモンも
There's not really anywhere you can rename Alphamon that fit with Omnimon.
You might as well just roll with
何
it.
せ
And Alphamon sounds fine, whereas Omegamon sounds
いいよう
weird.
に使っているのだか
Yeah,
らな
it kind of fits as well with this whole idea
君
of
の肉体が有用であっ
like
た
a
なら
progenitor in the original
私
story
は
that I
迷わ
came
ず
from.
使っているだろう
Like the Omegamon being the last, and
What?
Alphamon being the start. And the duality
Wow,
of the-
Alphamon, that's cold.
Jeez.
How to use your body too. She's
Yes,
like,
I do.
Yeah, I do think a little bit less of you actually, but we don't really get that option. Like Goggles is just like one more in the polycule. Well, we got Digimon in the polycule. I'm alright with that. That's fine. Why not?
God damn it, Goggles.
Yeah, I feel like the answer Goggles would pick is I'm flattered. To be honest, yeah, I'm flattered. Yeah, that's just the answer I'd expect from Goggles, who has a big I Heart Digimon shirt on right now.
まさか人間として暮らしていたとは
Hey, my opposite number.
そっかオメガモンも気づいてなかったのか
I don't think Omnimon is the
私たちに
smartest.
わかるはずないよね
Nokia's
Smart
just
as
looking
cookie.
for any excuse, though.
It's true.
得体の知れないデジモンである
But yes,
私を
Kyoko essentially became a
虫のいい話かもしれないが
what do they call a disease? I've already forgotten.
Eden syndrome.
Eden syndrome. Yes, she was a victim of Eden syndrome. So Alphamon sort of merged
これ
with
まで
her.
通り
Which again is why like Kyoko is weird, but she was always weird. Is the hilarious thing. It's like she must be a Digimon because she's so weird. It's like no, she was just like that.
そりゃ体は人間で中の人はデジモンとかもう全然意味わかんないし
Sorry, Nokia, you don't need to understand any of
海
this.
のコーヒーを最高の笑顔
She
で
sure
飲ん
would.
だりとかマジ人間じゃない味覚もろとも言う
Even Nokia's like, I should have known from your terrible coffee.
そうかこれまでの作品では物足りないと言いたいのだではそちらにも全力を尽くして肉食しよう
No,
満載のチャンスを与えてくれたま
Double
え
the wasabi.
殺人予告ってそうじゃなくって
Yeah, we should start pitching
京子
ideas
さんはず
too.
っとエデン症候群や
I suppose when you're in like a group, you only need like one
イータンの
person who can cook, right? Just keep Kyoko away.
It's true,
You
right?
know,
今
I'll work
さら
out.
信用するとかしないとかありなわけないって話
Can't not trust her, which again just
Don't-
feels like something Nokia would say.
Yeah.
That's just something she would
Nokia
say.
さん
Yeah, we're like, what Nokia? What does that mean?
どっちなんですか
Nokia, what does that mean?
京子さんには逆にお聞きしたいですデジタルワールドにイータン
Go
が
was a
出
taste
現
of
した
coffee
原
would
因は
absolutely end up like
私た
Kyoto's.
ちにある
Mm.
それなのにどうして協
I
力
just
して
find
く
it
れるん
really
ですか
funny that our clues for Kyoko being a Digimon are
私は
actually
自
not
分の
true.
役割を果たそうとしているだけだよ8年前の事件については幼い君たちにはどうすることも
Yeah,
できな
right?
かったは
Kyoko's
ず
got the
だ
right attitude.
違うかな
Just like you were kids. It's dumb to blame you when you were literally children.
やっぱちょいきついな
But you still did, like, it's, you know, there's
私
still a
たちのせいで
catastrophe.
デジタルワールドが大変なことになったなんて
Yeah, it was just a coincidence that Kyoko was a complete weirdo.
うーん思わないぶっちゃけきついし辛いけど私は思い出せてよかった私も嫌な出来事を忘れられるとして
Which is our
も
bonds
大
with
切な
our
こと
baby.
まで忘れたくありません
Our precious
そうだ
Digimon.
ねアグモンもガブモンもユウコッチもでもってユウゴくんもついでにあなたも
I think that typo is why I just got this.
あの時
We're
で
gonna
き
let
た
it
友達
through,
の
but I
忘れちゃいけ
think
ない
it's just
大事な思い出だもん
the typo is why I got.
思い出したからには兄さんをついでに新さんも迎えに行かなきゃだね
君たちらしい答
Yes,
え
you're
だね
very simple.
そして何より
Okay, very straightforward.
実に
Definitely the
人間
hero
らしい答え
archetype.
だ
Oh, she's a Lloyd for sure.
Yeah.
I guess since she's not the main character, she's a rhyme.
それは
Yeah, I
ギフ
guess
トモンの
so.
企てを阻止することだ
Alright, let's get
パラダイス
Leprechaun.
ロスト計画で使用されたデジタルラインを再利用して自身に膨大な量のデジタルウェーブを注
We
ぎ込
all
む
love
つ
the
もりでいる
massive digital wave.
次元の壁に
Everybody
大穴
do
を
the
生かすほ
digital
どの
wave.
とてつもない
I
エネルギーを
I'm really glad I stopped where I stopped because I did not. I remember there was going to be a lot of cutscenes. I did not think it was going to be an hour. I mean, they're
We
very,
have.
they're extremely good scenes, but
Oh yeah, yeah. We've been in solid plot for an hour.
some real good stuff in here. But I would have been streaming until like Half-Life.
そこでだ
We have had 1.5 fights in this entire hour.
実行しようと思う前回はデジタルウェーブの流れを遮断しただけだったがより確実にドゥフトモンを制するため
Ah, yeah.
彼がすでに
Steal his
エ
energy.
ネルギーを奪い
Do the big sippy on him.
そんなことが可能
We
なんで
just
すか
gotta sip.
可能にするのさ
She's like, I don't know. We'll just make it happen.
テイマーたちの力を
It's fine. We'll just do it. It's
Look,
impossible. Fuck
look.
it. We'll do it.
We went to another dimension and stole an L-Force Digimon. You know what? We can do whatever we want at this point.
You're not wrong.
デジタルラインの構造そのものを
I
変
know
更す
they
る
just sort of disappear from the story for a
デジタ
while
ルウェーブ
too.
を放出するのではな
Yeah.
く吸い上げ
It's
る
like,
構
oh
造
yeah,
に
we did that.
We did that. I mean, I guess we just asked them to come with us, and they did. So
そう
Yeah.
すれば
it's not really stealing if they come with you, right?
デ
Are
ジ
we-
タ
are
ル
we
ライン
gonna
に
put them
接続
back?
しているドゥフトモンは
I believe so. Murray's kind of in charge of that.
これ
Leave
以
it
上
to his
ない
qualified.
壮大な
Although I
規模の嫌がらせ
guess
です
with the human girl, we did kind of tell her we'd like ripped her from her body, right? She's a bit like us right now. She's kind of just data.
なんで
Oops, whoops.
I don't think she minds, honestly.
No, she's rolling with it.
いやその役目は白身のノキア
No, he's like, no, 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 no. Huh?
私もノキアさんが適任だと思いますリベリオンズはそのノキアさんにしかまとめられない特殊な組織です
One way of putting it.
Kyoko still hasn't told us she's Alphamon, right?
それに
No, not
When
yet.
did she tell us that?
ユーゴには戻れません
I get the feeling it might be towards the end of chapter 19.
Yeah, there's no way I could have like kept not calling her Alphamon for like another 2 hours.
Oh, 3 hours of
Or
each
or
way.
into like next stream. It's far too long.
失敗できない作戦だしやめた方が
No, that's what it was. Tales of Graces because like Sophie isn't named Sophie at first. It's called like girl, and it's like I have to call her Sophie. I know her name is Sophie. I have to call her that because otherwise I'm just like the girl, and it gets weird. And like, I can't be like the Digimon that stole Kyoko's body. It's too cumbersome.
A Digimon called Kyoko might be how Goggles wants to do it, but you know, fuck that.
It's not something I can say over and over again.
私もノキアならできると信じている
Sure, her name was Tiger Festival. Got a pep talk from the lads. You can do it.
Any crisis of confidence is over quickly.
I mean, yeah, for Nokia, for sure.
けど
She's just a bundle of
今
confidence,
回は
this
ちょっ
lady.
と違うんだななんとか
ある
なるじゃなくってなんとかする
I love you.
京子さんゆうこっち
She's so
分かった
good.
大丈夫
Well,
私が
the
何と
music's
か
got
するから
very suddenly ominous.
Yeah, it's not so sure about this.
Yeah, we're about to go into a boss fight, I think.
私と助手上白優子はルフトモンを強
Look,
襲す
we
る
got 5 songs for different occasions, and my god, we're gonna use all of them.
Yeah, we
東京
are.
新都庁
Nokia's absolutely
Yeah,
shining
it's
the
a
anime
casual
side of
combat.
this.
Mm.
She appears a lot in Hacker's Memory, which I enjoy.
じゃあもろもろ準
As
備
she
が整っ
should.
たら私と
It's
女
the
の子も
issue of
新都
kind
庁
of
に
the
駆けつけるから
semi-silent protagonist, though, isn't it? They can't
Yes.
really input themselves in the story.
リビリオンズ
I think, like, much like Joker in Persona 5, I think this protagonist has,
い
like,
よいよ天皇
some good energy
ル
about
フトモ
them.
ンとの決戦
Yeah, I agree.
Like, they do still have, like, of course, nowhere near as much personality as the ones who do talk, but, like, Dragon Quest XI has a very blank slate mute protagonist. Like, no personality whatsoever in that boy, but I feel like Goggles and Joker do have some.
Yeah, I agree. I would definitely agree more with Joker than Goggles in this case.
Joker's the most, yeah.
Goggles has enough that it's not a big issue, but it's still. I mean, especially that scene where we saw the flashback. Like, even as a participant, as a child, Goggles is so passive in that scene.
Yes, absolutely. That's some of the worst stuff, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. It's a tradition, and it's about sort of. It's a disconnect if the character you're controlling does something that just makes no sense, and you're like, why on earth would you do that? But I feel that something like Shepard and Mass Effect kind of rides that line a bit better. Like having an offered character, but still one where you can direct them,
Yeah.
works, I think, more effectively when we move into kind of more complex
When's good
storylines.
against Earth?
Yes, it's bad against Electric.
Alright, but yeah. Yeah, Goggles did, like,
Yeah.
tell Yugo not to leave her behind. It is, like, it's somewhere in between, like, Joker and, I think, the Dragon Quest XI protagonist. Like, it definitely has more personality than Dragon Quest XI. God, Dragon Quest XI's, like, main protagonist being a blank slate is a real problem, in the third act of the game. Like, a real problem. Basically, our main character doing anything in the third act of the game would make the whole third act, like, not happen, essentially. Help me with my next case, Rena. The third act of the game has problems, and a lot of those problems are the main character has no agency whatsoever. And, like, in Persona 5, of course, like, Joker has quite a bit of agency despite being mute, and I think in this game it falls somewhere in the middle. Like, there are moments of agency and moments of passivity.
And I mean, that's interesting because of all the, especially the recent Persona games. I haven't played 1 and 2, so I can't speak to those. But Joker has by far the most agency of those
Yes.
3 characters.
Absolutely,
Like,
yeah.
it's not even close, really, how much agency they have over
I feel
the
like
3 and 4.
Goggles has, like, more personality than you. Like Persona 4.
Yeah, the thing with you is that a lot of personality that I kind of read on the character doesn't come from the game. It comes from the anime, where
Yeah.
the anime version of you is fucking hilarious. Like, he's amazing. It's like the exact right way to handle that, which is that, nope, he's not a blank slate. Don't play him that way. Make him like a complete ham, and he's fantastic.
Everyone loves a ham.
And because it's like, you know, this supplementary piece to the game, I kind of end up bringing that back.
Bring it back into the game, yeah.
Yeah. But I still think it's probably about the same as Goggles. I think that's about right.
I think I've learned everything. Yep, level 80. Yeah, Goggles dies in any save Yuko. Like, there's a lot, like, it really is, like, you know, Nokia has got, like, a lot more personality. I don't feel like Goggles is a complete blank slate.
No.
Like, for sure. But
Yeah,
because she doesn't talk, she does get overshadowed in a lot of things by, like, Nokia.
Right, that entire resolution there is about Kyoko and Nokia talking, and a bit of Yuko, whereas Goggles just stands there and does nothing.
Yes.
And that's a problem as the protagonist, is that you're too passive in that kind of scene.
I always like Xenoblade X has that big problem.
Oh god, yeah, no, Xenoblade X is just probably the worst for that.
It's really, really bad in X.
It's just Elma's. Is Elma her name?
Yes, Elma, yeah.
Yeah, it's just her story.
Yes.
It's entirely her story.
Yes, and her story is really predictable and obvious as well.
Yes.
It's obvious since, like, the first story chapter what's going to happen with that, and it takes 12 of them to get to it. There's 12 in the game. It takes all 12 to get to the point you know from chapter 1.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, to be fair to Xenoblade X, that game's really the meat of it, and the thing you're there for is kind of like the world and how weird it is, and how it just.
I love
it's this
exploring the
weird,
world, yeah.
It's this weird sci-fi mess of piling aliens and piling concepts all on top of each other, and I kind of love it as much as I think it's a complete mess.
Xenoblade X is definitely a game I have a weird.
I am so gutted we can't get to that middle option there.
Yeah.
I think that, well, you've got the API for it. But I love that one so much.
Yes, it's so good. Oh man, it would be perfect for Esme. How much like
That would be so good for Esme too.
I might be able to get.
It's 180 in, I think. Yeah. And
The SP is a lot, but if I put Esme on the farm, I can probably get that.
yeah, actually, yeah, I think definitely you could if you just give it a little bit of a boost.
That's pretty good. That wasn't where I was going in the plan, but it's a very good one. I don't think Bradley should be too upset with that for Esme.
I think so. I mean, certainly we can go back to the plan afterwards.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. How many levels have I got? Mrs. Sleuth, what was I doing? Oh, Mrs. Sleuth is gonna be a Blackboard Greymon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew you would approve of that one.
I love it. I'm a bit gutted I missed more Megidramon, because Slivering on Megidramon was great.
This is very good. I do have like interesting stuff, I think. I definitely think I can get the stats up for it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be particularly a problem. Yeah, I don't think anyone else wants. Okay, my son is probably going to end up going back down to the other Leomon we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, that's
Animon.
those merges there are Chaosmon and Chaosmon VA, I think.
Yeah. Darkdramon and Verduramon. I assume it's just like. No, I actually have no idea who that one is, but.
I think they're both versions of Chaosmon.
Yeah.
Which I don't like. So.
No, I don't like. No. I prefer Bagoliamon, obviously.
Chaosmon is very cool, but as like using it, I'm just like,
Oh, actually, I have a memory up, don't I? I'm like, I was like, what can I put in my party? I have a memory up. I got it from that fight. I can actually put like something up to 21 in here. Still not. Oh fuck! God, I'm never gonna get him down, am I?
Nope.
Her lad's just stuck.
You know what?
I
We're not that far from getting another one. It's all good.
I think I actually missed a Victory Uchida in chapter 17.
Oh no.
Yeah, he's in like I have to talk to him before I go talk to Yuko. I got dragged into the story. I just blanked on it. Which is
well, you might as well delete your save file now.
I know, right? Can't get 100%.
Yeah. So Is that Borger's final form then as King Etamon?
No, I actually have plans for Border.
Ooh. I mean, I'm both intrigued.
Oh,
and,
you're gonna like the
disappointed.
plan for Border for sure.
Sorry, I just saw We Are Rot there again.
I know, right? Every time I go over, it's like, yeah, it's so good.
That's so good.
It's so good.
Ah,
What a good job right there.
what a great job.
But anyway,
that
I need
was.
to fact bot out because I love him, but he's terrible. I don't like this, like, 50% more damage. It's terrible.
What I find with Shine Greymon is it's very good just for like random fights.
Hmm.
Like that amount of
Yeah,
damage.
the
you know,
more
it's
damage,
just,
yeah.
it's great. Bosses is maybe not necessarily the
Bosses
best.
is terrifying. Alright, I should probably get myself a more balanced party.
Yeah, I think we're short on datas again, aren't we?
Very well could be. I have cats are cute. Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Um,
I guess the thing with bringing OFAC in is that it's another vaccine.
yeah. I mean, it's fine. I really, really do want, like, OFAC down. Like, I need OFAC to just, like, not be that anymore. I think I can take him to, like, something I really, really enjoy. He's in, like, the
Look at that
Greymon
cat.
sphere, so, you know.
Yeah, you could probably take him back down to like Rise and then up to a War Greymon maybe.
Yeah, something like that. Could definitely get him somewhere where he's not, like, making my team get murdered.
I mean, you can even head towards like Omnimon or something like that.
Right, tactician USBs. I do love my son, he was a good boy.
I'm glad he's finally found himself.
It's true.
More importantly, he's found himself in a way that's not fucking terrible.
That we approve of.
That we approve of.
We're terrible parents, so, you know.
Oh, we're the worst parents. But you know what? Sometimes, you know, like, oh, you gotta, you know, believe in your kids and whatever they want to be. And I agree with that 99% of the time, okay? When they were into puppets, no.
No, puppet phase. Absolutely not.
I don't draw the line at a lot. I draw it at puppets.
Puppets is a good line. Alright, develop. I have plenty of money. Haven't developed in a bit, considering I was stuck for over an hour in scenes.
The entire time Goggles is listening to Kyoko talk going, yeah, but I need to get to the farm. My efficiency.
Well, I lost 100 yen, but that's fine. This is fine. Alright, is there
Alright,
anything
you-
new for me? Bye. I love exciting meat.
Best meat's pretty good.
Yeah, it's very good stuff. And nothing new. Here, alright, we've got side stuff. We've been knee-deep in story for a few streams now. Let's get back into some side stuff. Even I forgot the Pete case was actually a main story quest. Like, you do that before you, like, find Crusadermon.
I mean, the game knows what you actually care about, which is Pete.
Which is Pete, but Pete's gone now. I don't get to talk to Pete anymore, which is bad.
Well, I mean, if Pete's gone, then I might as well just leave right now. So, goodbye.
Alright, I got Earth, actually, I got Gatmon, I'm right. I got it. Oh, actually, I have some max level stuff on the farm. I need to go digivolving. I know everyone in chat has left now that we're no longer getting any more of Pete. Right, I have to go to the other thing to digivolve. Here we go. I think it was like Tankmon, Beep, and someone else? Yeah, so Tankmon was a champion that I got out. Because yeah, if you like digi-convert champions, they don't actually get to high enough level, Digivolve and ultimate, so you just have to go down. Black Agumon. Oh! I love this lad. Look at this lad! Oh! What a boy! then who else was that? Need 80. 74. Fine. Oh, hello. Yeah! Pandemon! Yeah, look how cool this guy is. He's great. I love him. He's like Monzimon, but better. Increase damage from Earth skills by 15%. Yeah, he an Angie boy. Right. Else. Oh, there's Alphamon. There we go. Alright, there we go. She hasn't told us yet, but here's Alphamon. We can make a Kyoko if we want. I spoiled it very slightly early. This is fine. Oh, there's Craniumon. So that's from Uncle Fred. So, oh, that's 80 ability points though. That's kind of rough. We've got Armin. We're filling these out quite effectively. Yeah, our boss is Digimon. She's Alphamon. Oh, yeah, Pteranodon can, that should be Metal Greymon right there.
Yeah, I think that's blue Metal Greymon.
Yeah. You know, more blue than Metal Greymon normally is.
Yeah, exactly.
Metal Greymon. Blue.
I don't know why there's a blue Metal Greymon, but there is.
Why not, I guess?
Why
I'm
not?
pretty sure this is the one that's in, like, Digimon World 1 and stuff, you know?
Yeah, he's in, like, Adventure Series too. I love Metal Greymon's, like, normal arm. It's just this weird, weedy thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, like, hanging there.
Ooh, I can get Blue Marimon.
Ooh. It's been a long time since we fought one of these as a boss.
Our boss is an Alphamon and she's friend, and she let Yuko advance her dad. Yuko's like, I want to kill Crusadermon for my dad, and Kyoko was just like, yeah, go do it. That's great, absolutely.
Fuck him up. I love that Blue Marimon is another Digimon mode recolored, you know.
Yeah. There's Kintar. Yeah, all the like Royal Knights are like 80, which is so much.
Well, there's the game spoiled it right there.
Yeah,
hasn't
so I was saying I had it on a different one. It's like, yeah, finally Alphamon is
Yep.
getting named there.
We can finally say,
We
right.
finally
it's been-
say it. Yep. It's official, we can say it. Oh yeah, the big juice. There he is again.
Yeah, he is again.
I think Dark Ratchet go through a cloud phase.
Mm.
Ah, this Gekomon. Right, Shogun Gekomon. This giant weirdo. This is a big chunker right here.
Just two massive horns coming out of his shoulder blades, I guess.
Penetrating medium neutral attack on all foes. Wow, that's actually really good.
Mm.
But she's gonna have to go back down.
What on earth is that at the top?
Oh, good question. Not really sure. Free water? Water free, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so Alphamon and Omegamon are on the same side, they're both Royal Knights. Excellent. Ah, okay. If I give Veedramon some friendship, it can go up to Arrow Veedramon.
Mm-hmm.
That seems fine. And then, of course, we have this monstrosity. Ah, hello. Okay, I can go to either Sukamon or Nanimon. What do you think?
I guess the Nanimon, since we haven't even seen that
Yeah, I
yet.
haven't even seen Nanimon yet.
Did we not fight a Nanimon earlier?
I guess not.
Yeah, I thought we did. Maybe it was just in the quest and didn't actually fight him.
Yeah, it could have been, yeah. I think he was just in a quest, we didn't fight him.
I mean, to be fair, there's no real way to describe that other than nanny, is there?
No.
Like, it's got it
No.
right.
It's...
I love that the boots are a different color on the back.
Yeah, they're blue.
Why?
Yeah, we met an animal, but we didn't fight him in a quest, yeah.
Yeah.
You can go to Superstarmon. Says future. I guess I can put someone with like 12 memory in here. Vegeta. Could be Vegeta.
Yeah, I haven't used Vegeta in a while.
Oh, there's Big
Or Pick
Juice.
Lennon.
Or Pick Lennon, yeah.
Do you like Big Juice? Oh, we can't have another egg. No.
Yeah, we do. Pick Lennon is currently an egg, yeah.
Yeah, we can't have
Oh,
two
let's
eggs.
do Big Juice. We're not Big Juice in a bit.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
He's probably gonna have to. Oh, yes, it does actually have 20, so, he can actually probably go up to something. Yeah, like one of these two.
Yeah, I think that's Breakthrough the top one. I'm not sure what the bottom one is.
Yeah. And anyone is extremely strange. And he's been there from the beginning as well. He's in Digimon World 1.
Mm-hmm.
He's
And TV show too.
extremely weird. Alright, I am gonna go talk to Victory Cheetah this time. Actually, I'm gonna get something very good for doing this, so I'm glad I didn't miss this one.
He just looks at you and goes, "The fuck, man! I waited for you."
No, he did. He was in Akihabara, and I talked to Yuko first. Currently in... I'm buying more shirts, but I think I've got all of them.
I just like Grand Koagamon there. It's great.
This is a good crew. Again, tiny up to real big.
Hmm.
There are so many good Digimon. I like being able to use so many of them.
Mm-hmm. It's been nice to cycle through them.
Oh, there he is. There we go.
Oh, nice.
I now have 9. That is the maximum amount you need. You can't actually use any more than 9.
Really?
I have managed to get a full contingent of them. So you do get given 3. Well, I guess guaranteed 2 and a possible 3 from a cop, by cop.
Didn't even talk to her. Nobody wants to talk to the cop.
It's very adorable to run with a marine Angela. So cute.
They are very cute. They're another one that's been around for a long time.
Yeah. We had like the card of marine Angela.
Yeah, it was one of the few mega cards we had in that terrible card game.
Yep.
If you've ever been interested in the old Digimon card game, don't bother. It's, it's real bad.
Oh man, that and like, I remember the card game in 2003 as well.
Yeah, which was sort of based on that
Hey, Rena.
system, really. Just
Oh,
sort of
it's
hanging
not
out,
like story stuff.
hanging out with the lads.
Yeah.
How does buying food keep the wallet full?
No, she doesn't make much sense. You try to convince the centaur. Very good, but yeah, I think I missed Victor Uchino because he was like over here, I think, and I talked to like
Right.
Yuko instead. Which sounds like something I would do by accident.
Hmm.
get a lot of experience. If you have 3 Platinum Sukumon with 3 Tactician USBs, which is how I grind in this game, it is a shit ton of experience. Alright, let's go. I think Rina and Nokia, did they ever meet? I feel like they met. Very briefly.
I don't remember.
But yes, it would, like, God, if they were together for a while, it would definitely explode the universe. They have very similar energy. So I guess we're just wandering around with our girlfriend now.
I wonder if there's a reason that Broadway is like the one place Digimon don't appear.
Yeah. Like, we have had, like, Agumon and Gamamon inside, but yeah, there are just, like, Digimon, like, out and about. Well, I feel like it's such a good shirt.
Oh, man.
Feels so nice.
Alright,
we have... Could it be a stalker?
Wow, 2,100 yen.
Gamamon being stalked, and then, Princess's signed CD. Oh, goodness. We're gonna help this guy be a... scalper. That seems terrible.
He is paying 3,800 yen.
It's true, that's a lot of money. More than most people pay us.
Yeah. Most only give us like 500.
True.
And he's also given us a farm expansion, so...
Yeah, it's really good that, yeah, this complete edition removed the requirement for beating the, God. There's like there's not really a post-game game. Post-game, like, stuff, for like beating up the Royal Knights so you can actually, like, get them. And they removed that in this version, which thank God, because those fights were really difficult.
Yeah.
And the Royal Knights were a lot behind them. And I love, like, Garamon.
I think the thing as well is that the Royal Knights are good, but they're not really good enough that they break the game.
No,
so there's not really a justification to, you know, get them. But you might as well just let people use the ones they want to use.
I mean, in the original version of the game, I think the most overpowered Digimon was actually Lilithmon, right? Because she had a piercing.
Yes, but I think the Demon Lords might also have been dated.
Yeah, I think
There certainly are, like, fights with them.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember if they gated them behind those or not.
Don't remember, it's been a while. We had a Lilithmon, she was busted.
Yeah, in the original version, like, anything that could do defense or penetrating attacks just destroyed that game.
All-Force Vigemon was one of the ones that, like, if you looked at, like, guides for online stuff, All-Force Vigemon was, like, recommended by basically everyone. The speed is king in online fights.
Yeah, certainly in the original, but the other thing, like, All-Force Digimon has his ability that means you attack first.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you just start and immediately wipe them out.
Yep. Busted in online stuff. And if you both had one, the one that had the most speed won.
Yeah.
The people would just, like, up their speed to max. I don't know if it just coin flipped if you were, like, the same speed.
Yeah, God knows.
But there were a bunch of guides for, like, competitive Digimon Cybersleuth stuff that I think are probably still around. This guy, I'm gonna leave him doing that for a bit, because this is very good. And I use those for, like, the online fight stuff for the trophy.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, speed, the most important stat, by far.
Yep.
Alright, off we go.
Are we done with this nerd yet?
The cop was also there, I could see him in the map. I don't think he's there for this quest, but I saw him in the area.
Yeah, just that Columbo hanging there.
Yep. I do! Woo! Nuts, they're starting to just have some really weird, like, it said, like Rena was saying, like, huger instead of hunger. Now we have nut instead of butt. So
I kind of want someone to do that sinister quote for I huger now, though.
I huger, yeah.
That'd be great.
But yeah, the further we get, the more, like, typos are starting to come in. Like, we've had, like, weird phrases in places, but not many typos in this sort of thing. But yeah, they're starting to come quite thick and fast. Patamon, Tanamon, Pokemon, Bookemon, Marumon, and Yokomon. We gotta find the babies and get stamps, which is an absolutely adorable, like, side quest. And exactly what capitalism would do with Digimon.
It's true.
You know, it's like Devil Survivor and like, oh, the government are gonna kill all the demons. It's like, no, no, no. They would just, people would just find the Jack Frosts and monetize them.
Yep. Kill the ugly ones, keep the ones you can monetize.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, if you offered me like a real Jack Frost, I would
But
absolutely.
even the ugly ones, you would just like make them like guard dogs and shit, right?
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
you
yeah.
would
You'd
just
find
like,
a use for them.
you would like, I say hire them, but you'd probably like make them into slave labor, like guards and shit, you know?
Yeah.
Who is going to rob your building if there's a Grand Kawagamon as your bouncer, you know?
I mean, I wouldn't mess with it.
Exactly, right? Like, no, they would kill everything. It's like, no, they wouldn't. It's capitalism. Everything can be monetized.
It's not so much a hint as like, oh yeah, it's here.
Yep.
And I know Shibuya is a pretty big place, but
No, no, we don't talk about Jimmikin anymore.
yep, he is gone from the game. And
He's
thank
out?
goodness for that.
Oh, I have no earthly idea. What? 29, 30, or 31. I'm
Oh, good.
guessing 31? I have no idea. What a
Dark
question.
Magic just reaches through the screen and turns your Switch to dust.
Apparently. See, really, if you
Oh, well,
saw
that
this
was
guy
hard.
as a security guard, you would just not go there, right?
Yeah, precisely.
You wouldn't mess with Grand Kawagamon.
That was very hard to find that Pavemon.
And if you have teeny tiny adorable babies, you absolutely use them in your campaign. Get stamps from the teeny tiny babies.
How was he stamping Ricardo? I guess with a jump.
Yeah, please knows. Sure does, Rena. This chocolate again. Ew, hello. And that stuff is nice, but Practitioner USBs are just excellent.
Yeah, exactly. There's not really any reason to use anything other than Tactician USBs if you have them.
The only
guess
like
there's-
other thing to do is like if you know you're gonna be like up against things that insta-death you and stuff,
Yeah,
like the
precisely.
status stuff is definitely where it's at.
Yeah. But they're so situational that
Yes.
really, unless you know beforehand, there's not much point to it.
No. You're running around with Tactician USBs and whatever else you pick up off the ground. Yes, Skull Greymon as your bodyguard. Truly be excellent.
Or Titanmon with a Skull Greymon sword.
Yeah. Ah.
Oh,
Maybe the real brains. Hmm.
untranslated Crusadermon there.
Yeah.
There's Lord Nightmon.
Yep, Lure Knight 1.
Lord Nightmon's a rubbish name. I'm glad Crusadermon was what they changed
Sure,
it to.
yeah.
I think that was Frontier? That had
Possibly.
Crusadermon in first.
It's definitely interesting, sort of like the translations and how they've tried to unify them, especially in this game.
Mm.
But like a lot of them have had like 2 or 3 different translations, and like some of them I think are better the way they are now, and some of them I don't agree with. I love Kirpymon.
Oh, Kirbymon's a rubbish shit.
And
But
why?
I think Cherubimon is generally what they they put it as.
Yeah, this was like Kirpymon. I'm like, oh, that sucks. Kirpymon. Patamon, hello.
This is not difficult.
They're babies. I mean, I guess we're like, because we choose an area out of a list, we're not doing the actual running around of all of, like,
That's
Tokyo.
true. Everyone else having to take like the subway to get to these places, and we're going through the phone lines. So yeah, apparently Crusadermon was Frontier, saying in
Oh, okay, right. It's in here.
In the upper
Okay.
section.
It's in that. That's not a hint. You're just telling me where it is. I do
Maybe
like that, like the characters you've met, like Gagumon and stuff, are around every chapter, like different places.
I was thinking maybe in the original game, like it was actually a hint, but it was to do with like the location, like something you just wouldn't know if you weren't Japanese.
Yeah.
I mean, I might be giving it way too much credit there.
Yeah, I guess if anyone's played the Japanese version, they'd be able to tell us, but, I mean, that would make sense. It also makes sense that it would just tell you, because why not?
Why not? It's a side quest, no one cares.
Woman hacker, you leave that baby alone.
Goddamn Zaxxon hackers.
No, stop it. No.
Don't
Stop stealing the Pokemon.
steal
I'll
babies.
bite you.
Big teeth. That's my Digimon. So yeah, so Crusadermon and Dynasmon and Frontier. I was thinking about this. Frontier is the series that really gets the bum rap in all of this.
Yeah.
Like Data Squad, like everyone in the Digimon's there for you to use. Tamers, like all the other ones, like you can use anything. Frontier, you get like a Gunimon and Lobomon, and they were added in Hacker's Memory. They weren't even in the original game.
Yeah.
Like there's so many things Frontier you just can't play as. That seems a bit unfair.
But I mean, I didn't ever see Frontier, so.
No, me neither. I guess nobody did, because nobody complained about it.
Oh, I guess we've just got like Alphamon and Galmon villas for all of these side quests. Oh, that feels mean.
Yoko is being pretty quiet. Like, she didn't even notice she was there.
Yeah, she's just with us, I guess.
I do like this battle.
Yeah. But 5 against like 2 seems incredibly mean.
I mean, would not leave that token one alone.
That's true. Alright, Mrs. Ears is now level 80, so she'll go. That's his Bootsy Collar.
Ooh.
So now they survive an attacks, like auto-revive. I have no clue what I'm doing with Bootsy Collins.
Bootsy Collins has been a quite late addition to our team.
Yeah.
Do we have an eventual thing for Mrs. Ears?
No, I don't think I made a plan. Yeah, Cherubimon was just as far as I got with her, like Dark Cherubimon, and then back to Cherubimon. Didn't have a plan beyond that. It's like how my son has finished his plan, you know?
Yeah.
Character Cute also finished hers, so they're just like, you know, I finished a lot of the plans I made, so they're now just going, wherever.
I mean, I suppose we're not that far from the end of the game, so...
Yeah, and you want to keep going up and down to get that 200 ABI, so you get as many stats as possible. Oh, it was 29! I knew it wasn't 30, I knew it had to be 29 or 31. There's basically no way it was like, 30, but...
Yeah.
Damn, going in the wrong direction. And one of these. I used up a bunch in that Examon fight where I was getting murdered.
I like that wherever we go, there's lots of different, like, cat maids around.
Yeah, they're just standard, you know?
And it's just Tokyo for you.
Alright, Alright, which is good, because I can go in here and go to the digital lab while also finding the baby. Oh, I guess there is a Digimon in here now. There's a baby in here somewhere.
I suppose Pete was here the whole time too.
Yeah. Wrong button.
This place also doesn't get like rap music going on either.
Yeah.
Yeah, 82, that's great.
Yeah, I want all of them.
Yeah.
Pete's gone with his old owner. The ghost of his old owner, I should say. Because he was a cat.
They have been reunited.
It's so sad. It's so sad. They hauled this poor cat in.
Hmm.
He died. I could go like way off the beaten path and go Waymon.
I guess so, because I haven't had a Waymon yet, so. And Waymon's really cool.
It's just a big fucking whale.
Yeah. Weird, mechanical-ish whale.
I could make him a Mr. Slithers. Alright, Mrs. Ears. Why do I want to like just go to Shikuyamon? Because like, this way I don't have to do the DNA Digivolve that loses someone.
Yeah, that's a good
I
point,
can
isn't
always
it?
come back up to,
Kirpimon if we have to.
yeah. I have no idea that Shikuyamon goes to anything other than,
No, I have no idea.
Alright, we have statue. Mrs. Ears is now... I mean, I guess those are still ears, so...
Yeah, they're not very impressive ears now, though, are they?
Oh,
it's
okay.
this thing.
Just got one on whatever this is.
Yeah.
Okay. Because, yeah, if you DNA Digivolve, you need to have both of these, and one of them goes away when you DNA Digivolve. If you can't go down into one, it's sort of better to... Don't lose a Digimon that way. Interesting. Ah, Great Beepus is 2 levels away from this. Still a bunch of stats away from it. Not too far,
We're pretty
though.
close. Yeah. Definitely get there.
Yeah, Esme I'll probably put on the farm and, like, some, Oh,
Need
could it
some
be Vicon? I mean, I didn't know if Vicon was, like, a free, but...
Could be, yeah.
It could be, yeah. That's...
Does look like a horn.
Yeah. My son!
We could keep him as a lion, I suppose, down to Panchamon.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep him as a lion.
Yeah.
Alright. 55 and 100, 1,800. Might have to do some more HP up on him, but
Well,
that's
I think he should make that. 1,800 would be what? 27?
yeah,
He should make
27.
that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and a bunch of levels. Yeah, that should be a problem. Oh fuck! I just want you to get level 80, and then I'm gonna like bring you back down to something I actually like. The juice. I guess like she's already learned the level 81, so I guess it's like.
Do we take her down to like something more and try and find a different route?
Yeah, I definitely will. I guess the thing is, like, what level do I get her up to first? I feel like with the, especially the 9 Titanium Space and the fact that she is my only data
Yeah, that's what I was
mega at the minute, it might be good to keep her for at least a few levels, especially since Esme is going to become a virus. And no matter where I take her, it's virus all the way down.
Yeah. It is the issue with high level megas is that they tend to be vaccine or virus.
Yeah, I do
Not
have
a lot
Pop
of people.
Fun. I could like swap in for someone. I have now hit 11. So I am now like at the maximum amount. Pop one, just have another data mega for now. If I can probably just put my son back in. Alright. Hey, look at protagonist are finally fielding like 11. I don't think I've ever fielded 11 yet.
Yeah, certainly not like as strong an 11 as this.
I just normally have like so many people at like kinda like maximum level I can without murdering my memory that it takes this long for me to get 11. The thing with Digifarm is that for the most part you just use it to like develop. Like getting items here is still pretty good, you get money and stuff. And I like having the farm for them getting some experience. Like I did get some at max level there. Kind of just nice passive experience, but it's not really a way to like level or do very much.
No, it's way too slow.
Way too slow, especially at like higher levels, but they are actually getting some experience, and it's the way you trade for ABI, which is really helpful. I was going to give Digimon some meat.
Oh
instead
yeah,
of
come on.
Digivolve,
Yeah.
yeah. There's some meat in this one.
There he is.
Alright. Meat.
No, we're not just rolling around there.
Meat.
Shouting over too, I love it.
Bye! Oh no. I'm probably gonna have to give him one of my other meats, but... Ah, one short! Okay, so I do have some, good stuff. I'm gonna have some ABI up as well. Have some best meat, sir. Alright, there we go. And it's very useful for stuff like that, like just massively boosting friendship really quickly.
As we learned back in the original Digimon world, if you want to Digivolve for something not terrible, you need to feed them.
You need to force feed it a lot of meat.
A shit ton of meat.
An absolute shit ton of meat. I've really been enjoying the randomizer. From ones I'm on now. Those arm cauldrons are very shiny.
I really hate Vidramon's design.
What a weird lad. This lad is so weird. His proportions are just strange.
You can tell this was an early one.
Right?
They had not figured out what they were doing in these guys yet.
No. Yeah, definitely filling out the field guide. Probably actually go and have a look. Found 238, register 193.
I like that you still don't have one of the babies.
Yeah. I don't know which baby it is, but I don't have it. Yeah, 304 watts. Yeah, I'm more than halfway through the field guide, which is pretty good. I haven't actually had a Puddingmon. I've seen one, and same with Nermon and Motimon, but
Yeah, number
what
6 there.
baby is
We can't.
this?
Oh, it's Arcadiamon, his baby version. So you can't get it in this one. And that's
Yeah,
the number 20 there.
It's kind of funny that I haven't had a Puddingmon or a Motimon or a Nermon.
You have had a Pagumon though, so the option there to make a Motimon was there.
It's true. Yeah. I just didn't take it, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, I must have gone up on the other two.
Because you know what, Motimon's not cool until he makes it to like Kabuterimon. So
It's true, it's true. Yeah, it's fucked up how Digimon existed before Vmon.
yeah, I think like Digimon was one of the very first Digimon, like in the original manga. Like it was a Digimon was in that.
God, yeah, it could be.
Like it wasn't even like called Digimon, it actually like had a name or something. I think it was like that version of Tai, it was his Digimon rather than Agumon. And Vmon's way better than Digimon.
Yeah.
And so is X-Vmon for that record.
Yeah. try using putt buttons. We've used cats are cute a few times.
Yeah.
I feel like you've used putt button yet.
It's very dangerous to put 2 Leomons in the same team.
Yeah, we're gonna get a Leomon convergence. They're gonna die horribly. It's gonna be great.
As long as Grand Kawagamon is there to save the day.
Man, what I really need is like an Ogremon lad in here, right? Got a complete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed. Did Ogremon ever get a Mega? Like, or even an Ultimate?
I don't actually know. Interesting question. I don't know.
Yeah, let's have a look.
Yeah, the original Digimon TV series is not only on Crunchyroll, it's also on like Hulu.
Ooh.
I believe Tamers is also on Hulu. I think 1, 2, and 3 are on there.
Nice.
They were on something I was watching before. Like, I think they were either on Netflix for a bit when I was here in America and I watched all of it. I think it was when I was doing my thesis.
Right.
When I came over for a month, it was on Netflix then. I don't know if it still is. I think it's not anymore. I'm pretty sure it's on Hulu.
I've had a look. It doesn't look like Ogremon has an Ultimate version.
Yeah.
And more than that, the recolored versions in Digimon World are only champion.
Yes, they are. Shigumon?
Yeah, and Hyogamon, I think.
Shigumon, yeah.
Fucking Gotsumon gets 2 recolors that are champion and ultimate, and Ogremon doesn't get one.
No.
That is no justice for Ogremon
It's
right
very mean. Alright, yeah, we're here for the quest as well. Let's go up to the 4th floor. But yeah, if you've not seen the show, 1 and 2 are, especially the English dubs, a lot more kiddie.
Yeah.
In sort of terms of like kind of like 8 to 12 bracket.
Yeah, I'd say that's about right.
And Tamers is definitely, I know that the Japanese version of 1 and 2 are a bit, share isn't the right word, but darker than the dub, and Tamers is quite dark at times. I think is more for a young teenage audience. Tamers is well worth checking out, I think.
Tamers, especially towards the end of it, gets really dark, and I would say it definitely holds up. I would say the original is, yeah, it's...
I have a lot of
cool.
nostalgia for it, and it's fine as like a kid's show, for sure.
Yeah, no, it's a fine kids show, but it is aimed for kids.
Yes. It's kind of like whenever I rewatch Yu-Gi-Oh, it's like I have to like watch it for what it is, and it's like a kid's show.
And again, that's you know what the market was in English for this kind of thing. It was to be aimed at children, so you don't necessarily have the freedom you might have with an original Japanese.
Yeah. No, for sure. There he is, the boy. He's in the chair. Would love a drink.
But
Drinking coffee is scary. No. I mean, I love the especially like Adventure 1. Like, big, like, that's my childhood right there. You know, we used to watch it after we came home from school. Yep. It was on terrestrial and not stuck on cable like Pokemon was.
Yeah, not until Tamers that happened when I went to satellite. I don't know, I mean, like, I think there's a lot to be said for a show that, you know, you watch as a kid and then you watch later and you go, you know, this still works and it's still great. But I think, you know, that shouldn't change the perspective of something that's aimed at a particular age group can still hold a lot of value. Just because it doesn't work when you watch it later.
Yes.
You know, not everything can be like Pixar movies.
No.
You know, it's for that age group and that's what it works for. And,
yes,
you know,
absolutely.
That's a good thing. Kids should have shows that are aimed for them, that aren't doing side bullshit for parents in the background.
And Cloud Gaming 44, thank you for the follow. But yeah, it's a pretty sincere kids show, and I like rewatching it, but I always like rewatch it through the lens of I watched this as a kid, so I get a lot of value out of the nostalgia for it. And like I'm not sure like an adult watching it now would super get that much out of it.
No, I don't think so. Certainly not if they didn't have any prior attachment. Like, it's not like a missed masterpiece or anything like that.
No.
It's like Pokemon. It's the anime for that as well. It is what it is.
Yeah. Whereas I feel like Tamers is kind of a good enough show to watch on its own without like needing that level of nostalgia to it.
Yeah, I would agree with that actually. It definitely holds up better as a show to watch when you're older than series 1 and 2 do.
Yeah.
And I can't speak for Frontier.
No, I can't speak for any of those ones. You just watch the 3.
I can say that for Cross Wars, because I happened to turn on the TV and an episode was on, and that absolutely does not work for adults. No, that is a kid's show, which again, that's fine.
Digimon,
But it doesn't work.
stop harassing this poor Yokomon.
Man, if Pick Lennon could see you now.
Pick Lennon, you are not a good comrade.
No, absolutely not.
I love this game.
みんな行くよ
I will say of Series 2, because Chat's mentioned it there, I love that recurring Donkey Madness joke. Like, that's the stupidest joke, but I love it so much.
Yeah.
I don't really have a lot of love for Series 2.
No.
I think it definitely has more bad parts than it has good parts,
Yes.
but there's certain bits of it I really like. And that one throwaway joke's great.
It is like the dub is definitely that like 4Kids cheesy stuff that you have to enjoy. But if you do enjoy it, it's great. I mean, I love me like some terrible Yu-Gi-Oh, you know.
I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh is one of those things that hits my tolerance where I'm kind of like, no, this is too far. This is too sincere.
Yeah.
You need to buy into it at a level of sincerity I just can't do.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, I'm sitting there going, card games on motorcycles. What a good
I mean,
idea.
I actually
just
watched it's not really a spin-offy one, but when they did there's like a bit where it's the original characters, but they went and did the dice stuff.
Oh,
on the island.
Yeah.
And I'm like watching that like, this is great. I mean, it's terrible, but it's great, you know? It's just cards with dice. It's fantastic, is what it is.
That's when they go to like an alternate world or something like that?
Yeah, it's nuts. It's great. You definitely have to super buy into Yu-Gi-Oh! To enjoy it.
Yeah, I just can't do it. I don't have that ability.
I sort of went through buying in when I was younger, and then I went through a phase where it's like, no, this is too much. And then I you know, went even a bit older, and I'm like, yeah, I'm buying back in again. If I'm watching this, I want to like just not think for a bit. Yeah, he stabbed the moon to like get the time to go out. Yeah, this is great. This is amazing. I love it. This is so dumb. Kaiba is just like the fantastic villain, and I love him. There's the guy on Twitter who does the Kaiba voiceovers of stuff like rich people say, and he's fantastic.
Oh, that does sound fantastic.
He's so funny. He did the one recently of the like there's the rich guy talking about the GameStop stuff.
Oh yeah,
on the
yeah,
television. Yeah, like it's a class war against us. And it's like that guy did it in the Kaiba voice. It's just so funny.
Yu-Gi-Oh isn't just such a strange place as a franchise because it's so like so much of the fandom is tied to like Yu-Gi-Oh Abridged as well. And that kind of like taking it as like a joke or sort of going, this is this is actually really silly, but kind of rolling with it.
I think
But
this
like,
confirms that the ears aren't hair because hers are different colors to her hair. It's just that girl with the hair that was the same color as the ears made it look like it might be her hair, but no, I think those are just the color.
I'll get it from him.
I'll get it from him. I'm taking that CD, you nerd.
I put in all this effort. Fuck you. Do you see these hands on these hips?
I see a hot girl. I need the CD.
Hmm.
I'm flirting
And
with the
her
hot
phone
girl
number.
here.
Oh, it doesn't feel so nice at all.
Alright, fuck it. I guess he'll pay us.
Pay me my 4,000 yen, please. That animation is really good, though.
So good. It is weird. I feel like one of the shows that we watched as a kid that I have like the least affection for is actually Pokemon.
Yeah, no. Pokemon was always a bit rubbish, though,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Like, definitely, like... Digimon, like, if you keep in mind it's a kid's show, you can probably get something out of it. There is nothing to go back to the Pokemon show for.
Yeah, no, not the original. I feel like the latest one is actually like pretty, like actually decent.
Yeah, no, I've heard, especially, I think, what was it, the one that's set in Galar, apparently, is quite good.
Yeah. Mhm.
But I've no intention of checking out
No.
or anything. But no, it's yeah, the original show is really bad.
But it's like I've like revisited Digimon a bunch of times, and even like Yu-Gi-Oh, and like found something to enjoy in there. But Pokemon, I just have absolutely no desire to like
Well, I think
rewatch ever.
that's potentially a consequence of the fact that the reason we got into Pokemon was the games, not the show.
Yeah.
Whereas the other way around for I mean, we were never that much into Yu-Gi-Oh, but
No.
you know,
The games were
Digimon,
terrible.
it was the TV show first.
Yes, Digimon was the TV show first. Yes.
And you know, obviously we never played like the cards in Yu-Gi-Oh either, so our like of it it only comes from the TV show.
Yes. Yeah, whereas like the Pokemon is just basically I really love the games still.
And then as a kid, you liked the cartoon because of anime, because of course you did.
We dragged our mother to see the movie.
Oh, poor soul.
She still brings it up.
Yeah.
She's like, I had
To
to
this
sit
day.
through that movie for you guys.
No, even like as a kid watching that second one, the one with Lugia in it,
Yeah.
was like, oh, that was bad. I was like 10, and that was the first time I saw a movie and went, no, that was actually really bad.
We cried at the first one though when Pikachu died. When Ash died.
Spoilers, jeez.
Sorry, wrong one, Ash. When Ash
Wait,
died.
wait. Yeah, way to open up wounds with that one. It just hurts so much.
It hurts so much. No, she was sitting there so fucking annoyed.
Yeah.
Not caring about any of the shit.
No, I mean, like, as a kid, you end up dragging your parents to see lots of crap.
Oh, lots of rubbish shit, absolutely.
But, like, that's the only one she still brings up to this
Yeah,
day.
yeah, absolutely.
Just hated that show, hated those movies.
I think like Pokemon was like, part of it is that it was rubbish. Part of it was like, we started watching it when it was on like terrestrial TV, and then it got moved to Sky like super quickly, and then my parents wouldn't get Sky because they knew we would just like watch stupid shit all day, basically.
Yeah, and it cost a lot of money.
And it cost a lot of money. So we only ever got to see it when we visited like the grandparents.
Yeah.
So they were all like disconnected episodes.
Well, the other time we got to see it was during like
holidays.
school holidays.
Yes.
They would start showing like newer episodes.
But only the English holidays, which didn't match up with the Scottish holidays.
Yes, a thing that is very annoying and not anyone outside of Scotland knows about, which is that it was English holidays only. And since they didn't match up,
Yeah, it's usually
English
like
kids got to stay off and watch these episodes, and we had to go to school.
it was like a week off, usually on either side, mostly.
Yeah.
So like if it was like 2 weeks off, we'd have like 1 week overlapping, and then we'd either be a week earlier or a week later. But yeah, we'd have to like we'd basically tape them and then watch them later because we couldn't watch them because we were at school.
Yeah.
It's very awkward. This War Greymon is stalking this Talmon. How terrible. Buddy.
This is not very War Greymon like.
I didn't hide my presence at all. You were just Zen focused. So this is a very good squad I have right here. I'm human, kinda.
Yeah, both apply.
I'm not really normal.
definitely not normal.
Yeah, definitely Pokemon absolutely touched a lot of parents' nerves.
I think people in chat as well talking about, you have to bear in mind that, you know, Pokemon didn't come out in Europe, in the
No.
UK, until like a year after it'd been out in America. So by the time it did come out, the show like started at the exact same time. It was like preempted for the merchandise to come straight in. So they all came as like a package deal
Yes.
all at once.
Yeah.
So we had a very different experience of how things started over here, how it did in America.
Yeah.
That was a good boot.
What are you doing, honey? Trying a tournament data, I think. It is kind of funny because I do the anime podcast, like Heroes, and when they talk about like stuff that was on like channels and everything, it's like I have absolutely like none of this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of like any anime that we would actually see when we were younger that wasn't like Pokemon.
Basically.
Like Sailor Moon wasn't a thing over
Nope,
here, certainly
was
not on
not a thing.
Terrestrial.
Nope.
Dragon Ball Z wasn't, that was
Nope.
on Fox,
Yep,
so we
nope.
didn't get to see that.
Absolutely none of that.
Sorry, I'm now she's shouting through that she watched all of them and gets to laugh at me. It's not often she gets to do that on TV shows, so she's enjoying it.
It's true, but yeah, if you didn't have Sky and specifically like the channels on that, you just didn't get any of this.
Oh yeah, like a lot of my friends in school got huge into Dragon Ball Z, and
Yep.
I couldn't watch it. I had never seen an episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Nope.
Not even now, because I like started to resent it for the fact I couldn't see it. So I've never gone back to watch it.
I think much like I would say Digimon would be quite hard to watch. I imagine Dragon Ball Z is pretty difficult to watch if you if you don't have childhood memories of it.
Yeah, I would say so. But same thing like things like Naruto and Bleach and stuff, like just the opportunity was never there for us to watch them really. I mean, until like YouTube and you started watching the 10-minute segments at a time.
When you could buy, you got some on DVD for like expensive, but then only like big ones like Full Metal Alchemist and Naruto and stuff like.
Yeah, and even then it was really patchy. You could find a DVD of like 4 episodes, and that was just it, really.
I'm making fun of you.
Make fun of this war criminal. Actually, that's true. Cardcaptor Sakura, that was.
Yes, I was into that. I was into Cardcaptor Sakura. Still like it.
Yeah, with its terrible English.
The English version was garbage, although they've actually released a new English version. That it's just basically the Japanese version, but in English.
Wow.
I didn't actually know that, but yeah, I think it's up on like Netflix.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Because yeah, the English dub not only like they seriously fucked with that show.
So that's the thing, like it just wouldn't come out over here unless it was specifically for kids in that level of.
And like it was even worse than like Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff, because basically they thought like no one would watch it unless they tried to make the boy in it a like kind of Joe protagonist. But most of Cardcaptor Sakura is just about Sakura. So they had to butcher it to make him it. And they actually cut out like the first 6 episodes of it even. Because he doesn't appear in the first few episodes, you see. So they just cut them out entirely. So the original English version of Cardcaptor Sakura is shit.
Well, can I say, as a young boy growing up at roughly the same time, obviously, and like, sure, I had no interest in watching Cardcaptor Sakura, so it did not work.
It didn't work. They did all that and it still didn't work.
I quite enjoyed it whenever it was on when I was in the same room as you, but I was not interested in watching it any more than that.
Yeah. No, I only watched like the Japanese version. I'm probably gonna watch the. There are a lot of things about like Cardcaptor Sakura, especially the Japanese version. So, less so in the show because they took a lot of that out for the manga, but they still left some of it in because you can't really escape from it. there is some problematic stuff in there.
Yeah, I
in
think
terms of
most things
teacher
in that
and kids stuff as well, like young kids stuff. It's an extremely weird show, but I still really like. But yeah, it's also a pretty big nostalgia thing for me as well.
It's odd kind of thinking about this and how, like, with the internet and more sort of globalized schedules and things, how that kind of, I guess it still exists in a lot of places, but certainly kind of like America and Western Europe, there's a lot more sort of synergy in how these sort of things work. I guess our equivalent of things that, you know, that we mentioned that Americans would have no idea about are things like the BBC shows.
Yes.
Like the
Oh
kid
yeah,
shows
I'm
that you used to
sure
get.
Vickers can list some stuff that I've talked to him about that he just has absolutely no context for.
Yeah, if I start talking about the Demon Headmaster or the Queen's Nose, none of you are going to have any
Yes.
clue what I'm talking about.
So good, the worst witch.
Oh, the worst.
There's a
Queen's
reboot
Nose
of
is the
that.
stupidest idea for a TV show ever.
It
for
really
the
was.
There's what British people do when we're allowed to make things.
You shouldn't allow us to make anything.
We make a show about a magic Queen's Nose on a 50p piece. Was it a 50p piece? It might have been a 20p piece.
Oh god, I don't actually know. I feel like it was a 50, but...
It was a 50, I've just checked, and now we're actually shouting through that it was a 50p to school me on my BBC children's show knowledge. Oh no, she never got to see it, apparently.
Aww. I mean, that's what you got on CITV, so...
Oh, did Americans get Bernard's Watch? That must have been a British thing.
I feel like probably they didn't.
Bernard's Watch, what a show that was. You get a watch that can stop time and you use it just for the worst, most rubbish things.
Yes. Alright, we're back in story. So yeah, we stopped Greymon from stalking Talmon, and now we're heading to the, Tokyo Metropolitan Office, which is where I do my grinding.
We're heading back to plot.
Alright, so All Force Digimon is sort of off-screen doing the story stuff. This building is having a time, though. Yeah, kind of like British shows, of course, like the US Doctor Who. Oh, like, Captain Scarlet.
Yes!
Isn't...
Oh, do Americans not have Captain Scarlet?
No, they don't!
What?
No, they didn't get it!
Well, they have like Thunderbirds, right?
No. Vickers has, like, no memory of Thunderbirds.
What?
I know, right? I talk to him about Captain Scarlet all the time, and I sing the song, and he's like, "No, I don't get that song."
Man,
like,
you're
it's
missing
terrible.
out on Gary Anderson shows.
I know, the puppet shows.
It was like a Thunderbirds movie, though, right?
It
Like,
was a movie, but like they didn't have to. Yeah, see, they don't. Chad doesn't understand what Thunderbirds is.
Oh my god.
they didn't get the puppets. I mean, the thing is, I guess Captain Scarlet and Thunderbirds are actually more our parents' generation than us.
That's true. They're older than us.
They were basically puppet shows.
Captain Scarlet is like the voice of Captain Scarlet is Ricky in Xenoblade.
Yes, sure is.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of messages about going on here.
Oh yeah, well Stingray obviously. Chat at least knows Stingray, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Stingray had the best theme tune of all time.
Of course, there was the terrible live-action movie, but the original shows were puppets.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
Captain Scarlet has a baller of a theme song, where if you get it on a CD, never has the lyrics.
Yeah, but
was
our dad
instrumental.
actually very excitedly, like, messaged me one time to tell me he'd found a version on YouTube with the lyrics.
Nice! It's so hard to find.
It's just like how much of a big kid he is, though. It's like, I've got to stop you. Like, this is really important. I'm like, what? It's like, I found the Captain Scarlet theme tune. And of course, I'm like, that's the coolest thing ever.
Biker Mice from Mars. We did have Biker Mice from Mars.
We did have Biker Mice from Mars.
We did get Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as well.
Yeah, but it was called Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles over here.
Oh yeah.
The original 80s version, anyway. So yeah, like most big American shows, we did get.
Yeah.
There seems not to be a lot of kind of pushback the other way, which makes sense, obviously. Like, you can't sell a show about a puppet.
Oh god, right?
to
This place
America.
is like
It's not gonna work.
I think that the reason saying like they did go over, but they didn't like. permeate the way, like, because like, Captain Scarlet Thunderbirds were like our parents' like generation, but it like filtered down to us.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, you could still watch Captain Scarlet on like
Yeah.
BBC when we were kids.
Whereas I
Like,
feel
we
like
would
it
still see
didn't stick around in America.
Yeah. Chance saying like, imagine if US got Biker Grove. That would be really good.
Biker fuck.
Biker Grove and Grange Hill in America. Those would
Oh,
go
no,
down
but,
so
like,
well.
Ooh, yeah, here we go. There's some megas coming on. So yeah, this is where
They are
I like
not
Brian.
fun.
I actually do it on like the top floors, but yeah, this is where we're gonna get the big bucks in terms of experience. Like American soaps are strange.
That's true. That's the other big difference, actually, isn't it? Like British soaps and American soaps really couldn't be more different.
No,
in
they're
how,
so different.
Like America, it's all like daytime stuff, isn't it? It's like aimed at housewives watching throughout the day.
Days
But
of
over
Our
here,
Lives,
like,
which is a real soap.
Yeah.
It's real. I thought that was fake. I thought that was made up.
no, it's real.
It's real. I know.
But that's the difference, isn't it? Like that's sort of like midday watching in America. But over here, our soaps are like 7 p.m., 6 p.m. Like after work, people watch these.
Yeah.
Like Coronation Street's been going for
Oh God.
it must be like 70 years now.
EastEnders forever.
EastEnders is like it had its like 40th or 50th anniversary recently.
All the lifts are down. All right, we can go to 13th floor. So yeah, this building is like a complete maze, and it's got like a bunch of floors you go up and down. And I'm gonna probably be like reading the guide pretty heavily to find all the stuff in here.
Yeah, so Coronation Street
Oh boy.
started
Franco
in
Agamon's wing was like in the front of the screen there.
So Coronation Street started in 1960, and it's still going.
Yeah.
So it's 60 years old. 61 even.
Yeah, I can see some Looney Tunes, Rugrats, Ren and Stimpy. Yeah, we had Rugrats. Didn't watch
Oh yeah,
them.
yeah.
I have
No.
like friends from school who are like big into Rugrats. Never liked it. Myself.
Yeah, no, now I watched Rugrats.
Yeah.
We had like Recess as well. That was like another big one over here
Yeah, we had-
when we were growing up.
we did have SpongeBob. You know, was it too
A
old
bit,
for
a bit
SpongeBob,
after
but-
us, really,
Yeah.
SpongeBob actually.
Yeah. Never got into it. Yeah, we had a
No,
bunch
I
of
know.
Nickelodeon stuff for sure.
We had like a lot of the Cartoon Network things.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously we didn't watch Cartoon Network because it was
No.
last night again.
Yeah.
But a lot of those shows did come out over here. Like you had like Johnny Bravo and you had stuff like that.
Yeah, like Powerpuff Girls and stuff were on Sky.
Yeah. Dexter's Lab and stuff.
So we didn't get to watch too much of it because again we didn't have
No.
cable. Great
It's alright, we
Beavis.
had video
Great
games.
Beavis.
We were fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, both of us are too old for SpongeBob to be retro for us.
It was 10 when it came out.
Yeah, I mean, I think in terms of like the Disney stuff, like Darkwing Duck and DuckTales, we
Oh,
were
yeah.
a bit too young for that.
I rewatched them after though. Good shit.
Yeah, we had videos with a few episodes on, but I don't think we were old enough to watch them, even if they were out at the time, like on terrestrial that we were around. I don't know,
Yeah,
I think we
potentially.
might just missed them.
I know we watched a lot of like DuckTales and Darkwing Duck.
Yeah, but we had like videos with like
Yeah.
the 2-part episodes on. and
Yes,
watched
we did.
those a lot.
Yeah.
Which is another weird thing that obviously kids won't get these days, where you can watch whole series of cartoons on Netflix and stuff. Where you had like one or two videos of like special episodes, like 2-parters, and that was all you had. You couldn't buy full series of TV shows.
Oh, I tell you what we did have. We had the Sonic shows.
Yeah, Sonic Underground was definitely one that we saw as it was coming out.
Oh goodness, that was a weird one.
Yeah, but I think, again, we had the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, but I think we just had videos again.
Yeah. We didn't have all that much of Satam, the good one. We had a
No.
lot of the bad one.
We had a lot-
We've
well-
seen every episode of the bad one like multiple times. We're going back to the
I guess.
farm.
Underground's the real bad one.
Underground is the real bad one, yes, but
Yeah.
the one that was just
Um,
called Sonic the Hedgehog. It was fun.
Adventures
Chili
of Sonic the
dogs.
Hedgehog's fun. It's bad, but it's
It's
fun.
bad. It's so much fun now.
Yeah. But God, Underground is just trash.
Yes. Super
There's
trash.
there's no reason to ever watch Underground, except that Knuckles is in a couple of
Beast
episodes.
Wars! Yes, we had Beast Wars.
Beast Wars was another show that was shown on English holidays.
Yes, it sure was. Loved Beast Wars.
Beast Wars was great, and again, Transformers was a bit before our time.
We didn't get much
it
of
was
Transformers, but Beast Wars was our Transformers.
Yeah, Beast Wars is what we got into, and then Beast Machines was satellite only. So thankfully, we missed that one.
It's true.
You know, it has its benefits sometimes.
Yeah. Alright. Back down to, I was gonna say baby, but he's not much of a baby, but...
Oh, you're not taking him up to Crimson mode, or is he a bit short on BP
Shit,
for that?
I was gonna do that, wasn't
API.
I? I went down, I meant to go up.
Oh no!
Oops.
Oh, be pissed.
Oh well. I meant to go up, and I was like, I'm going down, aren't I? It's like, no, I was gonna go up. Oh, dumb. That was dumb. Alright.
It's okay.
It's
He's not going anywhere. It's
Yeah, you just go back up. That was just a brave heart. Alright. 8180, max 140. Okay.
So
I'll
Int will
put him in the
definitely make it, but
farm.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm
speed's
probably
winning.
just going to... Oops. Move. There we go. I'm gonna put her on a farm and get her some stats. And we watched way more of Underground than we should have.
Yeah, even as kids though, we knew it was bad.
Yeah.
But as I say, Knuckles, he's in a couple of episodes, so it's fine.
Knock, it's Knuckles.
Knuckles, good point. Again, like Sonic X was a bit after that, and we were a bit too old for Sonic
Yeah.
X, I think.
Yeah, also, like, the English dub of Sonic X is a bit strange.
Yeah, it's real bad. So, a few episodes, but never actually getting into that.
Yeah. I don't have any... That's fine, ESP should
Yeah,
help.
train.
Alright, I'm just gonna grab her out. She 81, I need 11 more. So yeah, probably just keep her around. Bring her up to, I think the thing I know is like we were pretty big Sonic fans. To the point where we had like the comics. Not just the games, but like the comics and the shows and stuff.
In fact, that's another thing actually, because Sat AM was based off the Archie comics. It was a pretty close adaptation of that, really. But the comics we had over here were different than that. It wasn't the same thing.
Yeah.
It was Sonic the comic, which had its own separate continuity and its own separate thing going on that. So another nice example of British and American stuff being different.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ours was better.
Sometimes
I
do be like
I love that. My favorite thing about Sonic the comic is I like to imagine that when the writers of the British comic, they went to like a big meeting with like the Sega people in America, or like had a phone conversation or something, and they're like, okay, can you describe like his character just so we know how we're writing it? And the Americans are like, oh, he's like, he's got attitude, he's too cool for stuff, he doesn't slow down, fast, does whatever he wants, freedom-loving guy. And British guys go, yeah, okay, I'll take that on board, thank you. And they go back to the office, and the colleagues go, so what's his character supposed to be like? It's like, oh yeah, he's a total dickhead.
Yeah.
And they wrote him like that
Yeah.
in a comic for kids for 10 years, and it's glorious.
It's a bit of a dickhead.
No, he's a total asshole. But it's one of these things where the comic knows he's an asshole, so therefore it doesn't like treat him like he's the best thing ever.
Yeah.
So yeah, it really worked out. Honestly, like I did read those again not that long ago, a few years back, because I was like, I kind of felt like reading them again, and it actually holds up, that comic. Again, aimed at kids, but it really does hold up, I think.
Yeah, I haven't read them in a very long time.
Well, the thing was that, like, the issue we had is that, you know, sporadically, like, newsagents would stop selling them.
Yeah.
And that, as like a kid, you know, you didn't have much recourse if you just weren't able to buy them somewhere. So you would drop in and out of them, and then, you know, at a certain point, they stopped putting out new stories. They just did reprints.
Yep.
So you would miss, like, whole things that were going on, and that was
Yeah, it was awkward.
Yeah.
Didn't
That was
have
what
the
was great,
internet.
actually, about reading it again, because I got to get all the gaps that I missed.
Bug Squad.
Oh, that is a bug squad right there.
That's some lads right there. Well, I got my own Grand Quagamon now.
I will say this thing also for the British comic. It never went through a really weird phase of having lots of echidnas. No, that didn't happen. Or the British comic never put out a cover of Sonic crying because Princess Sally was getting married to someone else. That didn't happen over here.
Oh man.
So that's why ours was better, okay?
Oh, Sonic.
There was not Titan Tales. That was an American thing. We didn't have that either.
It really is like, of course, being a Brit married to an American, there's things like I'll say that I'll just like say as a given, and he'll be like, "What?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, do you know about this? No? Oh.
No.
Oh, okay." And he'll say stuff, and I'll be like, "I have no idea what you're talking about."
Yeah. It's just these. I remember I was talking to someone. One of my friends at university was from Mexico, and I remember I made a reference to Robert the Bruce and the spider, you know, in the cave.
Yeah.
And she just looked at me like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And it took me like a good 5 minutes to go like, "Wait, I'm sorry, what? How do you?" And then I went, "No, right, okay, you're not Scottish. Of course you don't know that."
You don't know
But it was
about
just-
the spider.
But it was just this moment of like, I've known this since I was like 3. So like, it's just like something that's just you. If you're Scottish, you know that story.
Yeah. So yeah, we do the podcast on Sundays. You should watch Planet S, by the way. Very, very good. That's the one we're watching right now, and it's really, really good. But we're doing the bonus movie. I'm not gonna say what it is because I don't actually remember. And I don't.
That's a good
I've
reason.
never heard of this film, and they were all like, "Oh yeah, this film was like a cultural memory." And I'm like, I don't fucking know what you're talking about. Oh, there's like a turtle man in it? Oh, okay.
I'll take your word from this that this means a lot to everyone.
Yeah. None of us have ever seen it. It's just like a thing all Americans know about. And I'm just like, I don't know. I'm scared to find out.
Well, I look forward to it then.
Yeah, the process, part of the manga is very different from the anime, but the anime is very good. We're almost finished with it. It's been very, very good so far. So there's space debris collectors because basically any debris in space is super dangerous if you're space traveling. Even like tiny little bits going at like several kilometers per second.
Yeah.
And will smash right into things. So their job is to go out and collect it.
It's a very good concept.
It's very good. The science in it is very solid as well, which is extremely rare, but super solid. But like beyond that, like it looks great, and their sound directing is really fantastic. I think people know, but just by me saying Turtle Man, what film it is, and I don't know. I've never heard of this film.
Yeah, we already have people saying they've seen the movie as a kid.
I'm like, I have nothing. I have
Even with
nothing for
that
this.
very vague hinting towards what it is. And yeah, I'm just like, okay.
Yeah. It's so very American. But even like some of the stuff we've watched is like, what was that joke? There was a joke about Shaquille in Grown Ups 2? About him and like some basketball joke, and like it was clearly a joke, but I didn't understand it because I know nothing about Shaq.
Yeah.
Like,
Apart from that, he's been in some movies.
yeah, like basically, I'm like, I know his name, and I know he's like,
Yeah.
like famous isn't really the word, but sort of. And he can't make freeze throws was the joke, and I'm like, I don't understand that joke. That joke just went. I knew it was a joke, but it went right over my head because I have no that cultural knowledge of that.
Yeah.
You know. So it's funny when I bring that to the podcast and everything when they're all like, "Oh yeah, this thing." I'm like, I don't know this thing.
You then get a bunch of Americans explaining jokes to you.
Yeah.
It's pretty good though.
Although there was one where like it was Cyborg 009 and they normally don't have any swearing, but then one of them just said bugger, and I'm like, excuse me?
Excuse me?
Excuse me?
And your monocle fell off, and your shorts in a
It
pole.
popped. I'm like, oh, hang on a second, this is a kid's show. That doesn't even say hell. What is it saying bugger for? Like, the English guy
Yeah.
just said this little bugger, and I'm like, oh god, what the heck?
Okay. Well, that's like Buffy, isn't it? Where like the opening credits for one season's just had Spike doing the bowfingers.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, they got away with that in America, didn't they?
It's not rude in America.
No, absolutely not.
Like, they do it as like the peace sign, and I'm left going, oh, they're doing the fingers.
No, they're doing it the wrong way around. Other way around. Other way around.
Yes, like, yeah, Shaka was the biggest, like, yeah, like, basketball personality and stuff, but, like, none of that was in Britain.
No. Like, basketball is really not a thing over here.
Basically never heard of him.
Well, I mean,
You know, I heard of him, but I didn't kind of, like, just as an American guy, you know? Like,
yeah, I think people are more likely to know him through, like, watching Steel sometime.
yeah.
Or some other crap movie he was in.
Like, he can't make free throws. Ow. I mean, I get it now. I've had it explained to me by many people now, but yeah, basketball just didn't. It's not a thing in the UK.
I mean, it kind of is, in that in those you play basketball a lot.
You do. I did play basketball. I was rubbish at it.
Yeah, I'm pretty rubbish at basketball too.
No one
But
understands
it's
the rules.
definitely, it's not like a big sport over here.
Netball. I don't know if netball's a thing in the US.
Possibly not, actually. Netball
No.
really is the equivalent, isn't it? And that's actually
Yeah.
bigger than basketball.
Yeah.
And maybe I guess that's the thing when you have...
Well, I got to hang out with Digimon.
God damn it. That's what happens when you don't look at who you're applying to.
I've been roped in and just hanging out with this Digimon weirdo.
You see, we spend all this time reminiscing and we just get distracted. Gotta keep our eyes on the prize here.
That's true. Alright, got Chrome Digisoid. Up we go. Just continue through this maze. It's just a maze.
Yeah, this is a lot of taking lifts up and down one floor.
Yeah, but it's like things like Rounders isn't good. Yes.
Well, I guess Rounders is softball, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, kinda. It's like the equivalent.
Yeah, but
Slightly
baseball's
different.
not a thing over here either,
Yeah.
so... Like, nobody plays baseball. If you're playing a game like that, it is Rounders or
It's
softball.
not too cricket to play cricket in the US.
No, that's true. That's true.
No, this building, the thing is it does have stairs. Unfortunately, the stairs have been, I mean, you've seen the mess of this building, right?
It had stairs. It doesn't have stairs.
It doesn't have stairs anymore. This building got blown.
Right, so Vicky's is saying in chat there about Space Jam, and they have the players getting their mojo stolen. Like, no,
Yeah.
I didn't recognize any of those players.
No.
Like, watching that scene, you're just like, oh, a bunch of basketball players are
We
having
did
their
have
talent
Space
stolen.
Jam.
Like, yeah.
I think
Don't know who
purely
any of
because the
them-
Looney
Well,
Tunes were in it.
I know their names, but that's it.
It's weird that we got Space Jam, but entirely based on Bugs Bunny, which we did have.
Oh yeah, it's Looney Tunes that got Space Jam. And Michael Jordan's, like, people knew who Michael Jordan was.
You wanna pick this up,
Like-
game?
No, it doesn't want
There
to.
you go. Platinum Numemon medal.
Let's just put that back down then. We don't want it either now. I mean, like, for someone in basketball to be known here, they have to be, like, enormous.
Yes.
Michael Jordan level is, like, to the point where people know who they are. And even then, it would just be like, oh, he's a basketball player, and that's kind of it that they'd know. Like, I couldn't name you a baseball player, for instance.
No. Oh God, no.
Like, certainly not a current one. I can maybe name you like a Hall of Famer or something.
Yeah.
Not many of them, but I can maybe name you like one or two.
I mean, there's also, like, of course, ice hockey, which we call ice hockey and they just call it hockey.
Yeah.
But
because
for
we
us,
have
hockey is field hockey. They call it field hockey.
Yeah, but we just call it hockey because that's its name. Yeah, exactly. Babe Ruth was one of the fingers. Is Joe DiMaggio was another baseball player? I'm now going to show myself up by saying something really stupid.
Yeah, don't worry about that though. I know
Joe
nothing.
DiMaggio was a baseball player, wasn't he?
I have no idea.
All the Americans are laughing at me right now. Okay, because it saved me. Thank you. Look, if I asked you to name a rugby player, none of you would know. Okay,
It's true,
leave
no,
me
no, no.
alone.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, not much of that happening in the game. I'm just like going through all these.
Oh yeah, we're going through this maze at the moment.
The space is very big, by the way, because this is just like one. This is 30 to 15, then it's like 27 to 30.
Yeah, we are nowhere near the end of this dungeon.
Oh,
by
this
the way,
dungeon's
folks.
huge.
We are in for the long haul on this one.
We do at least get like breaks. Those lifts at the bottom that don't work right now will work. Oh my god. And so the thing is, like, I'm into sports that aren't in the US, like rugby, mostly.
Yeah.
A little bit of football. I should clarify, soccer.
Soccer does have a reasonable coverage in America, though, doesn't it? I mean, I know it seems more as like a women's sport than a men's, and like how big it is, particularly, but it's got a reasonable.
It's got a decent following, more in recent years, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm just going up and down between two floors right now. Nightmare. Alright, I think we're finally going up to floor 15 here.
I don't know if you saw it. There was a thing coming out in the Super Bowl where someone had a picture saying like after they won like world champions. Like, yeah, okay, buddy.
Oh goodness, Ryota finally gathered up his courage and asked Sakura out. I mean, well done. It only took you how many hours in by now?
I'm proud of you, buddy.
55 hours. It took you 55 hours.
I thought we gave him a fake number so he couldn't call us anymore.
He figured it out. I think Sakura
God,
gave him the real
damn
one.
it.
Alright, I mean, you already know something happened to Sakura. I don't want to beat around the bush. Finally! Oh, the US is massively sports saturated, and the US doesn't care about the sport I actually care about, which is rugby.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, obviously correct me if I'm wrong here, but like, the situation in America with sports is quite different over here because people generally aren't like into that many sports. They have like one sport here that they watch all year, and that's usually football. Like people are into like big events or stuff, like they might watch like the Ashes for cricket or the Six Nations for rugby, but we don't like switch between sports for different seasons. That's not really a thing over here.
No. I don't know. I mean, I guess like chat would know better. I don't know. I don't know how many of you are sports fans.
I'm sure there's a huge crossover between Digimon Cybersleuth and really big sports fans.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course there is. Gotta go with football and hockey, choose one of the two baseball teams.
Well, I guess that's the thing is that, like, you know, the sport I'm into most is rugby, but I watch that essentially all year round.
Yeah.
Like, the leagues go on from, like, November till April, May. The Six Nations is February, March. The World Cup would be August, September.
Yeah.
You know, there's usually, there's gaps, but there's usually rugby stuff going on all year. So, you know, I'd watch it, essentially.
Well, I guess a lot of the time they make up the gap if they're really like football, they make up for it with college football, which is on a lot more often. Oh god, I learned too many things. I have two special moves, so being forced to make a choice.
I mean, Mr. Slivers is a good, strong lad.
He's a good boy.
Yeah, he's a very good boy.
Okay, alright, I need to wait for 7 more int to get back up here. Oops. Oh, it's close here. Oh, attack 130. How are we doing? 100? I'm probably gonna have to, like, put Mrs. Ears in for some attack.
Yeah, I think so.
There's a thing, I do find that I don't like American football because it's so stop-starty.
Yeah, even more so than rugby is, which is
Oh, God,
so
yeah.
strange, because that's the thing. Everyone says rugby will never make it as like a big international sport because it's so stop-start.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, have you seen American football? And then I go, oh yeah, that's probably why it stayed in America.
Alright, okay, I do have a plan for Borger. I think we're going back down to Etamon. I've got a really weird path for where I want to go with Borger, but we're not gonna get there.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you telling me his destiny is not to be Etamon?
No, his destiny's not to be Etamon, but I think you're gonna like where he ends up, so...
Wait. Are you telling me, like, at least it's Metal Etamon, right? Please tell me it's Metal Etamon.
No.
No, I'm so confused and afraid right now.
Don't worry, I think you'll like where he ends up.
Is he gonna be a clown? Please tell me he's not a clown.
Oh, he might briefly be a clown.
No!
He might have to go through a clown phase, I'm
Our
afraid.
children become puppets and clowns. What are we doing wrong?
Oh, I guess I'm gonna have a Panya mode for something else. Where does Pupon come from? Pupon,
Oh,
what are
God.
you doing? Monzimon,
Yeah, no.
that was it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know where I'm going now. Okay, back to Monzimon.
This was Lopmon, wasn't it?
Yes.
Because it was Pupbun from that. as
Yes,
opposed to
Lopmon
Bunbun,
and
yeah.
Tsururimon, yeah, into Monzimon. And I was gonna go somewhere specific, but then I saw Saberleomon. I'm gonna go into Sakuyamon.
Ah, yes. Because it was going to have that and Kazuyamon was the other one?
Yes. I think both of them are now like buggered off somewhere.
Yeah.
Unknowable was going to be Kazuyamon and was briefly and now went into giant insect mode.
Which is a lateral shift I approve of.
You say soccer more for players who are allowed to fight. They're not allowed to fight, but they definitely do.
Yeah.
They mostly die, if you are correct about that.
Look, if you want fights, rugby's the sport to watch. Like
It's true.
one of the last times France played Scotland, like one of the Scottish players got punched in the face.
It's true! No, that wasn't the one where he got, like, pushed lightly with his fist. Who fucking referee? It was like, it wasn't a punch, he just pressed him lightly in the face with his fist.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good reffing decision, that one. That's when you really, really don't want to give the red card.
Yeah. It was the most baffling sentence I have ever heard anyone utter.
It was a great one, that one.
Rugby doesn't have that much fighting. There's a lot.
No.
You don't really hitting someone in the head gets you red carded. It did on Sunday.
There's an amazing clip from 2003. It was the British and Irish Lions playing Australia, I think. And in the Irish, you did play for Ireland, the fly of Ronan O'Gara. One of the Australian players like pins him to the ground and just punches him in the face over and over again. Like seriously, just wailing on him. And you think that's terrible, and then you remember Ronan O'Gara is like the biggest piece of shit ever. And you're just like, you know what? If it was anyone else, I'd be upset. But fuck that guy.
So I think the second one here is cute, and I think that's what I'm going to base my decision on.
Yeah,
I think this one is ugly, and I think this one's
he's
cute.
terrible. Yeah,
So we're going with the cute one.
going for cutie pies. And Waymon was very cute to begin with, so...
Yes!
Yes!
Adorable! Look at this lad!
Woodsy Collins has become the Loch Ness Monster.
Oh, he sure has! Oh, he's very cute.
Fuzzy-Mon's one of these ones that doesn't get enough credit for being awesome.
No, look at this lad. He's so good. Look at his tail. Look at that dog. Sorrow Blue. Int penetrating medium water attack on all foes. Nice. That's some good stuff right there. Alright, yep. Still waiting.
No time.
30.
100 130 is not that bad, at least for Shakuramon. For Mrs. Ears.
This means very close, but not quite. I'm gonna actually, let's have a look at what, oh god, I just got, probably like 3 billion messages was farting about there. I'm not so sure that's a good thing. Great Beavis is a war gremlin because I accidentally went down instead of up, so he's gonna have to go back to Gallant Mode.
He was so close to being Gallantmon Crimson mode, and so
He
he
was.
just
I
went,
fucked
nope.
up. I got a smooch. A got a smooch. Who's A?
For the
Yes, it was a mistake. It's fine, I'll rectify that mistake. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna have to swap out these.
It just means that Beefus is going to have more ABI in the end of it, so it's fine. It's fine.
Oh no, we're only like vaccine mega Isofat. Well, I'm gonna be wandering around this area for a while. So
Yeah.
not really a problem. Actually, probably fine. Alright, yeah, both these only have 2. That's fine.
I think 7's still.
Oh, 7's fine, yeah.
Yeah, I will say, like, obviously what I'm talking before about the rugby fights and punches and stuff, it's all a joke. Like,
Yeah.
no, fighting is bad,
Fighting
you don't
is-
want to see
you-
it in
yeah, no,
sports.
no,
It's a
they
good
don't.
thing that it's being clamped down on and that we don't see it.
Yeah, and head injuries are taken very, very seriously.
As
Because
they
head
should.
injuries aren't as bad in rugby as they are in American football because they
No.
don't have helmets.
Yes.
Counterintuitively, not having helmets is actually better.
Not that they're still not very
No,
serious.
God, no.
And concussion's a big deal in rugby as it is in American football.
They don't let you stay on the pitch in rugby, if you got hit in the head.
Yeah, they're getting a lot better at actually taking people off than they were when it first came in.
And it's really, really bad in American football because your brain sort of rattles around in the helmet.
Yeah, you
And
essentially
people
kind of
hit each other
compound the injury.
harder. Yeah.
I do like Plesiomon's just face entering the shot there.
I need to have him like further up the crew. I actually don't know what determines what order they like follow you in.
Yeah, I don't know.
I want to see his tail, but I can't like zoom out here.
I guess it's like just their speed.
Maybe?
Was there an item back there you missed?
Yeah, I was just trying to like see if I can see like the order. Oh,
Oh, just almost caught it there.
there we go. Oh, look at his
Yeah,
tail.
there we are.
Look at his tail.
Here they go.
Oh, he's such a good boy.
What a good boy.
This is a good crew right here. I say that a lot, but this is a very good crew.
So it's interesting because talking about football and avoiding head injuries. So one of the differences actually between that and rugby is like the level of contact. So in rugby, you can't really tackle someone who doesn't have the ball. You're not really engaging unless you're in the ball. Like there's a breakdown area, you're kind of involved in that sometimes when it's a transition. But like compared to American football, where there's just contact constantly.
Yeah.
And you know, some of the ways they're sorting that in rugby is they're trialing things like you can only tackle below the waist, which I'm not necessarily a fan of because I think really what you do with that is you move the danger from the person being tackled to the tackler who has now got their head at knee height.
Yeah.
So it's definitely something I think that needs a lot of work, because we can't just have football, American football and rugby players just losing careers so quickly, and then later their lives just from like concussion injuries.
We've now made a shortcut back to the lobby, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
I think one away. We're almost got. I want to get her up to Digivolution. That's kind of the goal. Then we'll end the stream. There's definitely like a big problem in all sports. Hello. Are you guarding the door?
it's kind of one of these consequences where there's like no incentive for the people in charge to actually change it,
Yes.
because there's always a conveyor belt of more people coming through, who are desperate to play for their countries and are desperate to, like, you know, put their bodies on the line and push it as hard as possible. So why bother? Because, you know, they're ultimately replaceable.
Well, I mean, it's
Unless-
the same reason why they don't bother paying college kids and football and stuff.
Yeah.
ごめんなさい
Because there's always more kids wanting to get in and willing
Yeah.
to, like, put up with terrible conditions.
Yeah,
Is there a chance?
Baron mentioned it there in chat, talking about how there's just not like strong player unions or strong like
Yeah.
collective action going on there, and yeah, that compounds it as well, because you can't work together to actually secure better
Conditions, yeah.
conditions, yeah, for yourselves. You're all on your own, and there's, you know, however many thousand kids lined up to replace you if you complain.
Yep. So there is definitely, yeah, just absolutely massive. Like, I can replace you at any moment, kind of like, you know, every retail worker.
Yeah,
It's
mean,
absolutely
even,
that
like,
level.
even like the subject of the stream, really, like game development's full of that
Yeah.
as well.
Oh god, yeah.
Like, people are desperate to make video games.
Yep. And the industry will chew you up and spit you out. Oh, we can even fight in the lobby.
私たち
Interestingly, since we're talking about it, refusal to pay people is why rugby is not a thing in America and American football is. Because around sort of 1800 or so, where both sports were kind of establishing themselves, the coasts were really big into rugby, while the interior of America was more into American football. And both sports are obviously like very similar. There's not that many differences between the two. But up until 1995, you could not be paid to play rugby. Like, even in World Cups, you couldn't be paid to play it. It was strictly an amateur sport. So, for American football, you could. So, essentially, the reason for that was that they didn't want plebs playing rugby. They wanted to keep it a rich man's sport. That's the entire reason they did that. But of course, then in America, where you can play rugby for fun, you know, a sport you love, or you can play American football for money, guess which one people picked?
Yeah.
So that's the reason rugby's not a global sport, essentially, because rich folk wanted to keep the poorers out of it.
Sure did.
Luckily, it is now professional, and it's a lot better than it used to be. It's still not great in a lot of places, but it is a lot better.
Alright, this is a good lad right here.
Oh, I love this lad.
Here we go. Yeah, I guess football is dying because, yeah, parents don't want to, like, get their kid brain damage.
Very
All right.
sensibly.
Adorable boy.
Look at this beautiful boy.
This is Belphimon's sleeping mode.
Yep.
And if you wake him up, he gets real mad. It's real mad.
Do not hit that alarm clock. Those chains are there for a reason.
No, right here, Belphimon Rage Mode. You wake Esme up, she get real mad.
Real mad.
She get very angry.
Really angry.
Roar. There we go. Do not wake up the lad. You get mad.
I really love Belphimon.
Belphimon is great. We're gonna put Belphimon back.
We'll let Esme sleep for now.
Yeah, we'll do that after this. No, we're not waking the lad. No. Let the lad go to sleep.
It's nearly the end of the stream. Let's let Esme sleep.
You can see that lad has like high attack and defense, and sleepy lad has high int. So yeah, Angie is like punchy. And they also have different moves. Angie lad has int penetrating on one foe, and Esme has int penetrating on all foes.
I mean, as a move, that one's really good.
That's real good. Oh,
And
yeah.
not even just getting penetration on all foes, but can put them to sleep.
You do have to like hope you like. I have mostly physical and no magic, but
That might need a reset.
I mean, it's fine. I probably have some magic in on Esme. Ah, finally! Oh, it's a little late. He can go back down. Get out.
Finally, he's learned self-preservation.
Ah, yeah, back down to fight or flight. Oh yeah, never did have Rise.
Yeah, I guess we never
We
had
kind of
Rise.
skipped right past Rise.
Yeah, oh, very odd.
Went up
I didn't
from a
realize
skull, I
actually
think.
that Olfac's ABI was so low.
Because I've had him in the box for like 2 months because I couldn't.
Yeah.
He took so many ABI and like because he got me killed, I didn't want him out in my squad. So
I think the thing as well with burst mode is it doesn't really have a high ABI requirement, so we could get him super early.
yeah.
I think he was like the first like kind of ultra-ish one that we had.
Yes, he only needs like 30 and he went up and he kind of got stuck there. But yeah, we're getting some levels and then going down to Rise. I probably want to take out Vaccine Mega here. Oh, you must be you're 2 away from my mistake. Oops.
It's getting back to where we started.
It's true. Ah, that must be the dog one.
Mirage Galgamon, I
Galgamon.
think. Yeah.
Oh, that or actually the weird Garurumon one. Don't always think.
No, as a Mega, I think it's Mirage Galgamon. I think you can only get to the frontier one. I think you have to go through Lobomon to get that.
Could be.
And I think actually, yeah, that's more of like a Metal Garurumon kind of thing. Look like.
Yeah.
Rather than like on 2 feet kind of one.
Who am I swapping out here? I don't want to swap anyone out. They're all so good. They're all so good now. I mean, I guess Ofag is actually a Mega.
Yeah.
Like, you just went from a Mega down to a Mega. I can keep them around. Hello, we got 2 slots. It does ask me to have it. Magic.
I've got some there.
2, power energy 2. Not amazing ones, but a couple of okay ones.
Might learn some as she levels up.
Yeah, probably. She good. She's sweepy though. Alright, well, I think I'll probably leave it there. Starting our way up through this building. We're getting to the end of the game. Chapter 20 is the last chapter. 19 is very long though. I think like 19 is basically the rest of the game. Like chapter 20 is kind of a formality chapter, so.
Yeah, it's a pretty short area, chapter 20.
Yeah, I feel like it's like chapter 18 where it's like a chapter, but it's basically just like point of no return is actually in like chapter 19.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's like the transition between the two.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot, like, chapter 19 is the large one. Chapter 20 is basically just all the final fights, yeah. And the end of the game. And we are getting there. Last boss fight is gonna be Goggles. Beautiful. Alright. But yeah, God, there's like a whole page and a half in this guide. Just for chapter 19. Oh god, I think I should stick closer to 2 pages. I'm going all the way back up here. Yeah. Like 2 pages and a bit for chapter 19. It's very, very long. And that must include like a lot of the like Royal Knight stuff as well.
Yeah. The Metropolitan building is big, and we are not even close to being through it.
No. It is, in fact, very large. But yes, more of this next week. As we talked about children's cartoons and sports today. Who knows what we'll talk about next week.
Hopefully the game at some point.
Right now, no. I mean, we talked about the game a lot for the first, like,
did.
hour and a half, because there was a lot of, like, talking about the game to get through. And then we're just, like, in, like, wandering around an area mode. So you get to watch me wander around an area while we talk about sports and shit. Tomorrow we're back with more Tales of Graces. Oh god, but we are still stuck in side quest hell. Oh god, it's been like 4 sessions and I'm dying. But we're almost done with it. We're almost gonna go fight the final boss. Won't be done with that game though, because there's a whole future arc to get through. So. See you guys tomorrow for more Tales of Graces. Next week more Digimon / rugby talk, I guess. See you everyone.
Bye everyone.